Good. Bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Young Dolemite of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
How was your week, Ben Ready?
Man, 50-50, man. You know, it's up and down, up and down. Hey, man. It didn't affect this podcast movement we got going, you did?
Man, hell yeah, shit, nigga.
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing fucking nigga week up if a nigga can't record. I was like, I know some bullshit week if I ain't get on the microphone and shit. What's going on, money bags? My week it's been alright. I've been a little under the weather. Not like fucked up sick though, just like, you know, a little sniff, I think it might be because I got air conditioning in my house. It be so fucking hot outside. Then I go into the house and it's cold, and I sleep with the fucking fan on. So it's like
you gotta sleep. You sleep under the cover with all that on?
Hell yeah.
Because you gotta get that medium.
Yeah, that's the best way to sleep, nigga. When it's icy cold outside, nigga, and you get up under some covers, especially like when you got some heavy covers, nigga, that's a different type of sleep, nigga. That shit have a nigga sleeping like you in the womb, nigga.
Fetal position,
exactly,
like a
nigga. Like that's sleeping like a baby. Cause like I think that's a stupid ass term. Sleep like a baby. What the nigga? You ever see a baby sleep through the night?
Tossing and turning, waking up,
nigga,
keeping
babies fucking sleep. They sleep sucks. I think when they say sleeping like a baby, I think they mean in the womb. Cause ain't no fucking way in hell you gonna say sleeping like a baby. Cause babies don't be sleeping. Babies be waking your ass up. You can't even sleep in the house with a baby.
Smallest thing, wake them up.
Nigga, only baby I've ever seen sleep, honestly, Deuce. Nigga, from when Deuce was born, my nigga, I remember we was in a hospital. Nigga, Deuce slept that whole night. And the doctor came in the morning like, you didn't wake him up to feed him? Like, the nigga didn't wake up, so he couldn't have been that hungry. Like, I thought, I figured if the nigga was hungry, he'd have woke us up. That nigga slept throughout the night. Nigga, Deuce be sleeping like a motherfucking champion. He a different type of nigga, though. Like, Deuce, the way he get down, Deuce, like, he'll stay up all fucking night. Like, you know how, usually like the kids, you know how like when they go like, say Chuck E. Cheese and they be playing, and you be like, oh, he gonna sleep good tonight.
Sleep good. Keep running and playing.
Nigga, not Deuce, nigga. Deuce gonna run, play, jump, swim, and get home and be on Grand Theft Auto till the sun come up. He got that shit like me. I was like, yeah, I know that's my kid, nigga.
True to life gamer.
Exactly, because I don't sleep and I play video games until that bitch go off. Like when I was little, nigga, my grandmother used to hate that shit. Like I come for the summertime and shit, and she be like, he doesn't even go outside. He got a brand new bike. He don't want to ride the bike. I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to beat the Goonies. Remember the Goonies on Nintendo?
Wow.
Nigga, that's what I was doing, nigga. Like I'm trying to
Goonies.
Nigga, the Goonies. Cause I had Super Mario Brothers, but I lost the cartridge. So the games that I had left was like I had Kung Fu, the
Classic.
Goonies, some bullshit baseball game, and Double Dribble.
Classic.
But I couldn't figure out Double Dribble yet, my nigga. Like I sucked at Double Dribble, nigga. I'm only like 9.
Yeah, I used to get frustrated with that shit.
Exactly, nigga. When you little,
when they steal it, nigga.
And then like you playing to get like I'm, like I was like the youngest cousin of my cycle in my family.
Oh.
So like my family, it will go in cycles. So like it's like the older cousins, and then it's like a 5-year gap.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like my cousin Carlita, my cousin Al, my cousin Cara, me, Judd, like 5 or 6 of my cousins, but I was younger than them. Or I was younger than the ones that was around. So, like, I'm playing with my cousins that's older than me, and they beating my ass in this shit. I'm like, man, fuck Double Dribble, nigga. I don't play a one-player game. Fuck y'all, nigga. Get off my fucking Nintendo. So, nigga, I'm just sitting there playing that shit by myself. That nigga Will popped in. Nigga, can get back on the hip-hop shit. What's going on, Will? Motherfucker start back talking about how the East didn't run rap at no point in the 90s and shit.
This nigga, I don't know about that.
I know
man.
he's gonna beg to differ, cause like this. If you think about the early 90s, from about 90 to about, I think 92. And even then, like, it was like the super East Coasters of the East Coast niggas, like Big Daddy Kane. I think Kumo D was from Compton. Wasn't Kumo D from Compton?
Kumo D?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Kumo D was
I
from
used to
Compton.
live uptown.
Nah, that nigga Kumo D from New York.
9th Street, Compton, nigga.
He don't say Compton.
The Wild Wild West, my nigga. Google it.
That nigga's from
Google it.
That nigga's from New York.
Google it. Will, since you know hip hop better than B, where is Kumo D from? Nigga, I think Kumo D is from Compton. Google
Kumo
that
D
shit.
is from Manhattan, New York.
For real?
Yeah, because we don't say uptown up here.
Hell no, we don't.
That's what I'm saying.
But he said 129th Street, and it sounded like he said Compton. And then it's the Wild Wild West, nigga. Ain't no fucking West Manhattan.
But he was dissing. I think he was dissing somebody on there.
Crazy. But anyway, like, you know, they had that shit for a minute, like the early 90s and shit. But once NWA came, that was it. We had that shit up until at least 96.
Yeah.
And even after that, nigga, like we still was hella active. We might not have actually been running it, but we had our foot in that shit. Because Corrupt was still putting out shit that was relevant. Snoop came out with No Limit Top Dog in 99.
Yes.
Dope ass album.
Was it two? Yeah, that was 99.
Because I was in 11th grade.
That was 99.
That was a dope ass album. And that was good because his albums between Doggy Style and that was kind of trash.
I don't know. I fuck with that No Limit one. That first one. The
That's
blue one.
No Limit Top Dog.
Nah, the one before that, Game Is to Be Sold Not Told. With the blue, with the Crip CD case, the blue hard
I thought
plastic.
that was after Top Dog.
No, that was before it.
Oh, no shit.
It was that one.
That
No
album
Limit
was
Top
cool.
Dog, and then Last Meal.
The Last Meal was banging like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what was his second album? The Dog Father?
Yeah.
Not all that good.
I didn't think it had some songs on there, but overall, that wasn't a good
Yeah,
album.
it had like two or three good songs. That East Side, LBC, that shit was banging. But for the most part, that album wasn't that good. But nigga, we had rap for a cool last minute, nigga. But basically, the whole reason that I'm bringing this shit up is because I had a conversation with a nigga on Facebook who was trying to say that Tupac was gay. So in order for me to match his troll with a troll of my own, I said he said Convent, not Compton. Everybody from Cali think he said Compton. You right, Will. I thought the nigga said Compton. Did you know he said Convent?
I don't know what he said. I know he didn't say Compton, but like I said,
I thought he
Uptown.
said Compton.
Look,
nigga.
the only people
But
that
yeah,
say
I ain't never heard a nigga say Uptown out here.
that's what I'm saying. The only people say Uptown is niggas in the South, like in New Orleans. And
That's what I'm about to say. I wouldn't even say the South. I'd just say New Orleans. Them New Orleans niggas and niggas from Harlem.
that's what I'm saying.
Because Harlem niggas don't even call it Harlem. They call it Uptown. And I think the Bronx too. But that's that East Coast shit. Shout out to the East Coast, but y'all niggas ain't had rap. After NWA, we pretty much took that shit. Y'all niggas had some niggas, but y'all didn't have rap. Y'all niggas ain't choked the game out in a while. Def Jam had a little foothold, but I wouldn't even say they was running it. Cause remember, like they said, Redman saved the East Coast. Cause them niggas was on the ropes. Nigga, they was on the ropes until that nigga Redman came through barring shit up. And I thought he was K Solo little brother. Remember K Solo?
Yeah, everybody did.
I thought he was K Solo little brother because he looked like K Solo.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that him and what's the name was beefing DMX.
Yeah. K Solo looked like a mixture between Redman and KRS-One.
That nigga do.
And they got the KRS-One nose with the Redman face.
Hell yeah, fucking Redman complexion and shit. That nigga is it. That's his secret big brother. It's crazy that him and DMX was beefing.
Yeah, they was beefing like on some jail shit. Like
some real shit.
Yeah, they was
like
beefing
it was real
before,
beef.
Yeah. And they just happened to be, well, it was because it went to the jail, but they was beefing over a song called Spellbound.
Yeah, niggas had the same name of a song and shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy the shit niggas beef over. Niggas pick the dumbest shit to beef over.
Hey, niggas beefing over colors, man. What you expect?
Yeah, literally the dumbest shit.
A nigga fighting over his craft, something that he created, can't be mad.
Especially if it's some shit that he makes money off of. If it said he saved Def Jam, not the East. Death Row killed, but the entire West wasn't killing.
Shit, nigga, Death Row was the West.
Yeah, but shit, nigga, we still had some niggas that was dropping some hits. Skee-Lo had a one hit. Domino had some shit.
But it was a lot of people from both sides that had one and dones though. Like,
but that's from everywhere though.
That's what I'm saying. Like we can't forget. Like it was a lot of niggas who even from the East that came out that dropped and nigga dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah. It's Crucial Conflict. I forgot where they was from, but in the middle of the barn.
They was from Chicago.
Was a slapper.
They was from Chicago.
Nigga, I thought them niggas was really, I thought they was gonna do some damage too. In the middle of the barn was a slapper. It
was tough because they was getting into it with Bone Thugs who already had the style. So it was like,
yeah, and Bone Thugs, nigga.
That go, but Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs made a lot of careers not happen.
Bone Thugs may be. They arguably is in the top 5 of groups.
Top 5 hip hop groups?
Yeah.
Number 1, Outkast. I don't think that is debatable. Unless you want to, you gonna put Wu-Tang above them niggas?
Above Outkast?
I wouldn't. Because Wu-Tang don't have a 3,000.
So they barely got a big boy.
I think Andre 3000.
I'll fuck it around.
I think Andre 3000 cancels out all groups. I think him in himself being in Outkast makes Outkast the best group, and they went diamond. And I ain't even gonna say they went diamond because honestly, I think the Love Below went diamond. Speaker Box just happened to be attached to the motherfucker. Because I can't think of a song on Speaker Box that niggas think is dope.
Well, that's not true.
I
Like the Way You Move was a big song.
It was a big song.
That was a part of the reason, like, of his success.
It wasn't big.
I wouldn't knock it off.
Or Hey Ya.
Hey Ya, probably not. But it was a
big song. No, it was a banger.
Big single. I'm so
But nigga, fucking what's the name?
This nigga done lost his fucking head top.
Outkast, NWA, Wu-Tang, De La, and the Licks. That's your personal list, nigga.
Yeah.
That's personal as fuck. Because the Alcoholics is not above UGK. They not even above fucking what's the name?
They not above Bone Thugs and
Capone and Noriega. Nigga.
Them niggas ain't above Mobb Deep. Them niggas ain't above G Unit. Nigga. Them niggas ain't even above what, nigga?
The Loonies.
The Loonies, nigga. Them niggas ain't above. Them niggas ain't above JJ Fad, nigga.
Oh. B said that shit, nigga. Hey, but on the real though, they don't got a supersonic.
Nigga, the Licks' biggest song was their first song, nigga.
They don't got a supersonic, nigga. Supersonic was a hit.
God damn, them niggas.
Damn, so is this nigga saying that Oakland 357 was?
I was just gonna bring them up, nigga. I was just gonna bring that shit up.
But the rest of that nigga list valid. Outkast, NWA, Wu-Tang, De La Soul. I fuck with all those. The licks?
Nah, B.
Nah. I can name a bunch of groups.
Them niggas shouldn't even be mentioned in the same conversation with none of them groups he just named.
Yeah, nigga, cause I put for sure, and this ain't even clowning. UGK above them.
Mm-hmm.
A-Ball and MJG. I think I put them above them. Above the licks.
Nigga, the Saint Lunatics is above the licks.
He didn't say Bone, so Bone fucking nigga Bone is up in that top. That's tier 1. Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
That's tier 1. Who else?
The Dog Pound?
Hell yeah. Shit.
Nigga.
The Twins. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna do the nigga like that.
The Twins.
But
I'd rather listen to the Twins' first album than them niggas.
But shit, fucking damn, it's somebody I'm fucking forgetting. The Dungeon Family, if you would consider that a group. I think I would consider the Dungeon Family more like a damn near like a label though.
That's like
cause the Dungeon Family, what the fuck was that song that them niggas had? Who's that peeping out my window?
No, that was
that nigga said, "What's the call in number, nigga? 213."
line,
you gotta plug that shit to this.
Yeah, that line ain't open yet, nigga.
618-8961 or some shit like that. Outkast, the hardest group for sure, nigga. I put Outkast number 1. I put Outkast number 1, NWA number 2. I'm glad he brought that up because I probably would have skipped that one. Number 3, Bone Thugs. Number 4, I think that goes to personal interpretation. That just depends on the person because you could put Wu-Tang in there.
Nigga, the licks ain't even better than H-Town.
Goody Mob.
Yeah, that was Goody Mob you was singing.
Goody Mob, yeah. Goody Mob is in there.
The licks ain't fucking with Goody Mob.
Hell fucking no, not even close.
The licks ain't even fucking with Flip Mode Squad.
Damn, that's fucked up. Flip Mode ain't nothing but Busta Rhymes, the Hype Man, Spliff Star,
Rod Digger.
You know what? Spliff Star can rap.
He can. He just a goofy ass nigga.
Exactly, like niggas overshadow his bars with his antics on stage. But Rod Digger, that bitch could rap. So Flip Mode Squad wasn't no slouch.
No.
But at the same time, I wouldn't really consider them that much of no hell of a group because it ain't like they got no group songs that really was banging like that.
The licks ain't even better than the Def Squad.
Def Squad.
That was Eric Sermon, Redman.
Eric Sermon.
Yeah.
That nigga said, "Be chill. You know you don't know hip hop, dog."
Nigga, I just name a plethora.
Will, I don't think we that far from you, nigga. I got, 45 more minutes of recording, nigga, if your ass want to pull up, nigga. We got microphones. Shit.
You know, I really, honestly, I just don't like the licks. I like Tash. I think Tash solo album kills all the licks.
But wasn't Exhibit considered part of Alcoholics?
He was a part of the. They had a whole group, the Liquid Crew. It was him, King T, Feel the Agony. It was a few niggas a part of that with them. Yeah,
yeah. Because I put that in the backpack category. So a lot of that shit I ain't gonna front. Like, you know, I tell niggas all the time, I don't really speak on shit that I missed.
Yeah,
like certain shit that wasn't my speed.
You didn't miss a lot.
I know. Shit, because, you know, like how niggas is like a 93 Till. I thought it was a cool song. But when niggas put them niggas in that shit, I be like, come on, my nigga. I put them niggas in the same category as Diggable Planets. Nigga, them niggas got a song, but...
Nigga, that song, nigga, that's one of the biggest songs in hip-hop, like, overall.
It's J Electronic as far as I'm concerned.
Jeez Louise.
Because honestly, the nigga, I feel like Exhibit C and Exhibit B is like two of the dopest fucking songs, period. But at the same time, like, come on, my nigga, you're, you know, he's a fucking weirdo.
He said he don't really know hip hop. He just like to debate it. Look how he keep bringing up the licks. He brought the licks up.
You put the licks in this shit, nigga.
I would never bring up the licks in no hip hop.
Oh, no shit, Drew Down. Good looking out. The Locks.
Yeah, the Locks shitting on the licks.
The Locks. Yeah, the Locks is dope. Only reason that we shitting on the licks really is because you put them in you said top 5.
Yeah.
And you didn't say this is my top 5. You said top 5. So it's a lot of niggas over the licks.
Nigga, the licks ain't even better than Junior Mafia.
They not. Well, you could say they are because they all wrote their own shit.
Man, I don't give a goddamn, nigga.
Nigga, Junior Mafia, Biggie wrote all that shit. It just was Biggie with different voices.
Nah, Biggie only wrote whatchamacallit shit.
That
like
nigga said, if you stretch the show 30 more minutes, I'm pulling up now.
Man,
nigga,
pull
I
up,
told
nigga.
you, nigga, we got plenty of time, nigga. I'll be here.
This nigga here.
But, nigga, it's a lot of motherfuckers. Cause, nigga, we could change the name of this motherfucker and everything. Nigga, we on the flea's eye, nigga. I named this shit the goddamn hip-hop episode, nigga.
Yeah, I'm most definitely going there and rearrange some
Hell
teams.
yeah, nigga, bullshit ain't nothing, nigga. We can talk hip hop on this motherfucker. I've been meaning to talk hip hop with B, nigga, before I even started this show. Actually,
And so you got to watch Will. Will don't like to admit certain things, but like to put the licks in the top 5, I think that's more personal.
I couldn't put the licks in the top 10.
I couldn't put them niggas.
Will said he on his way for sure, nigga. But
I couldn't put the licks
him
in the top
10.
50.
Whoa, shit. 50, nigga?
The Fugees.
God damn. You know what? You might have an argument.
Nigga.
Will, drive fast.
Drive fast and safe.
Yeah, nigga.
Like,
yeah, and Google. Get your Googles, nigga, because this nigga said 50.
Nigga, I'm pretty sure nigga.
50 heavy. That's a lot. That's a lot of groups.
It's a lot of groups.
But when that nigga said the Locks for sure,
The Locks.
they for sure ahead of the Licks.
Even
The Rough Riders, if you would consider them a group, but not really, I wouldn't say the Rough Riders.
because that's like
the Locks was the Rough Riders
from.
group.
Yeah. So, nigga, state property. Them
That's
niggas-
not a group.
That's a
'Cause
group.
See, I look at groups as niggas who have a song with all the members rapping on it.
They got songs with everybody on there. State property.
State
Property is
Rock
a
the
group.
Mic.
And they say y'all niggas gonna be in the heated when he pull up. Hey, look,
You
man.
motherfucking right, Drew. Down this nigga, yes, it's gonna be some yelling and screaming when that nigga will pull up. I ain't gonna bullshit.
Nigga, the
you.
licks ain't even better than Children of the Corn. I know a lot of hip hop heads probably don't know who Children of the Corn is, but Children of the Corn is it was an old group
You fucking right.
with Big L, excuse me, Cameron was in there.
They're not better than those two
Bloodshed,
niggas.
Cameron, rest in peace, cousin Bloodshed. And
They not better than those two niggas. Cause you know who when you just said that? Dipset.
Come on, man. The licks, nigga.
Nigga, Dipset is tier 1.
Dipset.
Dipset tier 1, nigga.
Them niggas is not.
Dipset is tier 1, tier 2.
I guarantee you, nigga.
Dipset up there, my nigga.
Them niggas ain't even above EPMD.
EPMD.
Them niggas ain't above them. Them niggas ain't above. It's so many.
Damn, nigga. Dipset. It's a lot that's gonna come out while we sitting here having this fucking conversation.
Yeah, I will have to write.
I'm
get
like,
some paper
nigga,
out and write names.
That's what I'm saying. Cause I'm trying to think. It's niggas who came from groups that I'm trying to think of in the Hot Boys.
Hot Boys, Slaughterhouse, nigga. It's so many. The Licks is not overall not a better group. Cause see, what I think a lot of times when we put the best, everything goes into play. Not just lyrics.
You got to put how many records you sold, your impact on the game, who you influenced.
Yeah.
Like all that shit.
Everything. When you put the best of the best. Now, if I say my and the best is two different things.
Mm-hmm.
So like.
Because my is sugar free.
Okay. You feel what I'm saying? So like the Licks won't even make my.
Oh no, they're not even on my radar. I can't even rank them.
They might make my top 100. Maybe. Because I do. And
I can't even name 100 fucking groups.
I probably can, but like I said, I have to sit there and write it out.
And
but,
like I said, nigga, like that's because my rap taste ain't that goddamn eclectic. I ain't even gonna bullshit you,
nigga. Them whatchamacallit niggas that was on Mad Nation better than the Licks.
God damn. Now he just throwing names out there, my nigga. This nigga finna say the Sporty Thieves.
Yes, they are. Yes, nigga, I was playing them nigga shits at work the other day.
No
nigga.
pigeons. Damn,
nigga, no pigeons. You ain't getting nada from us, nigga.
That nigga said the fuck is Sporty Thieves.
DTP
nigga.
is shitting on the Licks.
Damn.
Nellyville.
What was they group?
I said St. Lunatics, nigga. St. Lunatics shitting on the Licks, nigga.
Damn, because it's one more group that I can't think of that was dope, that had songs together, that had an impact. Shit.
You remember what coast they was from?
The Clips.
Oh, come on, man.
The Clips.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying,
and
my
that,
nigga.
And that's why I say
the Clips.
And that
it's too many niggas above the Licks. And see, like that, like me, I like to have debates like this, because this shit get a nigga mind working. This shit take a nigga down memory lane. Like, you know, it's just motherfuckers who it's like, damn, I forgot about that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of
dope ass rap groups.
That's before the Licks. But like I said, it's okay because that's his top.
Yeah, if that's his personal top 5, for sure, nigga. I can't debate your personal top 5. No. But you can't put them niggas in the fucking conversation.
Them niggas never made no hip hop conversation.
No. Honestly.
What they did for the West, I guess they came in. I mean, but they was Valley niggas, like
818.
Yeah, they from the Valley, like Oxnard and.
Whoa, shit.
That's where that's where Matt lived from. Matt lived from Oxnard.
Yeah, that's where Anderson .Paak from.
Right.
Some talented motherfuckers from our fucking potato country or whatever the fuck they grow out there.
I've been out there for a strawberry fest before.
I hauled loads out there a couple times.
Yeah, so
it's like a farm city.
So yeah, they from the Valley.
Shit is like Fresno.
Yeah. Even King T was from the Valley, but I think he had some kind of ties
to my neighborhood before.
He had some kind of ties to Compton, and that's how he named Compton. But he went to school and all that shit, from what I understand, in the Valley.
Yeah, nigga, my uncles told me some stories about him not being as gangster as he says he is in raps.
Right.
What's up, Cole? Worldwide peace and all that good shit.
So I mean, it can be the talk of best of. I think one day. I think we should do a special one day where we all can be in the same place.
Because that's how I feel like, honestly, like when I think about relevant conversations right now, a lot of people have been doing top hip hop lists.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason I was so excited to have this conversation. Even though, like I said before we turned the fucking mics on, like, I ain't really shit happen I gave a fuck about besides this hip hop shit. But the aim of this show is advice type shit. Right. So I usually keep it to a subject that's going to be something that's going to be practical for motherfuckers. But I want to entertain too, motherfucker. Goddamn, nigga, you want to hear that shit? Listen to the last episode, nigga.
I think we can put a panel together and do a Townhouse Media top.
That'd be dope.
We can sit and do a special where we can do a top whatever.
That's gonna make niggas do their homework.
Yeah.
Because we gonna have to, throughout the week, literally, like, go back and look through, and it's gonna be your top personal and your top that you think should be consensus.
See, that's where the top, where we combine minds and sit and make this list. Be like, this is who we feel should be the top 10 of all time. It would have to be
groups, solo, and female.
Group, solo, and female.
Unless motherfuckers want to put a different category together.
And for those that's listening, I'm not putting Lauryn Hill at number 1. I'm sorry.
Female?
Yeah.
Her body of work is this goddamn big.
It's
and I couldn't even say that because she gassed on the Fuji shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to gas on there when you got Pras and Wyclef Jean to rap with.
I don't know, nigga. If you deleted them niggas, her verses was hard. I can't really just say like, oh, fuck her. Like, nah, nigga, she's talented as fuck. But when you only have one project, I can't really put you up there.
You know who had potential to be better than Lauryn Hill and she didn't take off, or she didn't even put the hip hop thing forward. It's Free.
Yeah, I heard her on cannabis shit.
Right.
Free be the one rocking shit. Special operative, specialize in the special diagnostics.
Free would have put
a hard verse.
Yeah, she killed that verse. If she would have put, she would have killed Lauryn Hill.
She gassed like a motherfucker. Yeah, she could rap her ass off. But it's a lot of women like that. Like, I can't really say that because a lot of times when it comes to hip hop, this nigga Nick Freeze in the room listening to this shit, nigga. You can get on the mic too, Nick Freeze.
You hear that shit playing?
No, nigga, I'm looking at him, nigga. I see his fucking face on the thing, nigga. Shit. But what you call it? But like Free, she could rap, but it would take for her to actually take that shit serious. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Because she would have to have the whole package when it comes to being a rapper.
She had the looks. She had the ass.
Yeah.
She had, you know what I mean? She had the body. She looked better than Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. And she had the fame from 106 and Park on.
Yeah, well, that was after though, but
I'm saying if she'd have did like Angie Martinez did, use her fame to push it into some shit, because nigga Angie Martinez probably went gold off that bullshit ass song.
What was the name of that song?
Some shit about catching a flight or some bullshit.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that shit.
They gonna meet me at LaGuardia or Kennedy, like,
and they had that fake ass Jay-Z on there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nigga, and you know, it's a good clout move. Like, why your name is up, monetize that shit. You know, cause like I was talking about with Welvin, like, use your little moment. You get your little 15 minutes of fame, nigga. You better find a product to sell real quick. And since her name was blowing up, she dropped a song on their ass and probably got a cool couple million off that shit. Didn't she have a verse on Ladies Night?
Yep.
Shit, nigga. She did exactly what the fuck she was supposed to do. I wish Free would have did
Free
that.
was on something else too.
I wish Free would have turned to the side a little more. Cause that was yeeks in them days. Cause I don't know if you saw that, what's the name mean? Ryan Davis comedy? When he was talking about how these new fake asses, how he was like, Game had a song where he said, you know, I had dreams of fucking the R&B bitch like Maya when I saw that ass on the front of that King. Mm-hmm. Wasn't all that impressive. By today's standards, you know, and he was just talking about like the asses of the late 90s, early 2000s, how they was fat to us. But now you see these bitches with these shits that do all that, and it's like, this shit is cartoon booty. Like, how are you niggas into that? Because, you know, remember, Buffy was like the super duper butt.
Yeah, she was the biggest, craziest at the time.
Exactly. And nowadays, like, you looking at these bitches now with these fake asses, and it's just like, damn, bitch, like, do you got to buy 2 plane tickets for that shit?
What shit was crazier, Buffy or Cherokee?
I'm stumped.
Yes, I like stomping people.
Nigga, I'd have to say Cherokee because I seen her use it. She used it well. She was masterful with that thing.
Jeez.
Cherokee is legendary. Cherokee is, she raised us. Cherokee is, she's amazing. Shout out to Cherokee. But yeah, nigga. A lot of this shit from that era, it just looks different. As well as music. Like, a lot of that shit don't age well. A lot of the classics, because I remember them saying, like, do you go back and listen to something? Was it Kanye shit?
Kanye
shit still go. I don't fuck with him. But a lot of his old shit still kind of go. A lot of the old shit from the 90s don't go like it went at the time when the nigga first heard it.
That's true.
It's very, like, it's very rare I could go back to an album and enjoy it how I did when it came out. It's a very small number. Like, I could still listen to Ready to Die. I could still listen to Machiavelli. I could still listen to Doggy Style. I could still listen to In a Major Way.
Oh yeah. I love In a Major Way.
I could still listen to Bow Down.
All the way through. I think I may not like one song on Bow Down. But other than that,
it's a lot of albums like that. A lot of motherfuckers got that one song on a classic album. It's like, why did they even put this shit on here?
Right. Excuse me.
But Yeah, a lot of I think that's what really makes an album a classic though. Like I don't even think you can call an album a classic until 10 years after it dropped.
That's
because to me a classic is something that you can go back 10 years and still fuck with it.
I don't know that Good Kid, Mad City instant classic.
We'll see.
It's already there.
Like I said, we'll see.
I think it would be dope if we also did a top 10 albums. West Coast classic.
Yeah.
Because it's albums that came out from here that went under the radar because they was from the West Coast or they wasn't super duper lyrical.
Because I like that conversation that we had about beats. Mm-hmm. Or not we had, but they was talking about it on No Rules.
Right.
Because like you know what beat I think is fucking amazing that I forgot to even mention when y'all niggas was talking that shit?
What's that?
Peace Treaty. By Cam. That motherfucking beat was retarded. Like, hey, hi. Nigga, that beat was so motherfucking hard.
You know what album I would put in the top 10 West Coast albums? I don't know where I would put it at.
Of all times?
Yeah, of all times. The Shadiest one.
Yeah.
I love the Shadiest one all the way through.
Me too.
All the way through.
Never strolling. Yeah.
That's one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, that fucking with a house party.
What nigga? Where you niggas from?
By niggas too young to get in Magic Mountain.
Where you niggas from?
What that stand for your arm? Niggas having cash.
Niggas having cash. Nigga, that was some real shit though.
But shit, nigga, like I put street gospel up there.
Street gospel will be there.
That's why, nigga, I can't wait to speak to Sugar Free, my nigga. Like, I swear to God, because I feel like another one, West Coast anthems. Why you bullshitting? And I'd rather give you my bitch.
Out here, I don't
give a fuck what other niggas think about this shit. Honestly,
if you from out here in California. I don't know how far it went up north, but if you from Southern California and don't know when you hear our Father, which art in heaven, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what that is, I don't know what you've been doing.
Exactly.
If you don't know why you bullshitting, you've been living under a few rocks.
Nigga, you been dead. You either been dead or you was born in like 2004. And even if you was born in 2004, you should know that shit, because that makes you 15. Nigga, them motherfuckers is classic motherfucking bangers. Like, them is classics out here. Like, if you not from Southern California, like, nigga, them motherfuckers is classics on the level of motherfucking Hard Knock Life. Like, them motherfuckers is classics on the level of The Message. Like, to us out here, those songs are just as big as Through the Wire from Kanye West. Like, nigga, What's My Name from Snoop Dogg. Nigga, play What's My Name and play I'd Rather Give You My Bitch and see what get a better reaction. Like, nigga, think about a song that you could put on in a fucking party that go up harder than I'd Rather Give You My Bitch.
From the West Coast?
Period, nigga. And yeah, from the West Coast, since we talking West Coast. Name a song. You in here, Nick Freeze, nigga, you name a song. Bigger than I'd Rather Give You My Bitch. That you could put on at a party and niggas was sitting down, now they finna get up.
Excuse me.
And that goddamn song, 20 fucking years old.
The only song I think, because see, it's all about age. Like, if you are age and maybe a couple years older,
even a couple
years younger,
young niggas gonna get up and start crib walking.
What about East Side, West Side, the remix on by the Young Soldiers on the soundtrack? Murder Was the Case.
Straight LA. That's our age group.
That's what I'm saying. That should come on at a party.
Yeah, nigga, you got to be 30 plus, nigga. You got to be like 35 plus, nigga. Because when you said it, I'm like, what? But you talking about East Side, nigga, West Side, nigga. Yeah, you got to be at least 30 something, nigga. You got to be at least 33. Like, young niggas gonna be like, this shit tight, but what the fuck is this?
Nigga, that shit still knocked to this day.
Yeah, nigga, it's an age on that song. But I mean, nigga, like across the board, my nigga, like you throw that bitch on, and niggas is finna start getting cracking.
Man, that's tough. If we just talking about just to have niggas getting up or just everybody.
Bang, bang, chitty, lips, hips, fingertips, ass and titties, like nigga.
But see, I don't, excuse me. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how far that shit go past the coast. You know what I'm saying?
It don't go that far.
Now, I think if you go California, Las Vegas, and probably Arizona.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because that's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about our region.
Yeah, our region.
If you want to name a West Coast song that'll turn a party up, this is how we do it. To do it countrywide. Like if you want to think about songs that we put out that's gonna turn a party out, I think this is how we do it. It's probably our number one song that'll go out of here and everybody gonna turn up no matter where you go. But just where we at, nigga, I'd rather give you my bitch. It's gonna get a bigger reaction than any fucking song. Shit. And why you bullshitting?
You think that give a bigger reaction than why you bullshitting?
What?
I'd rather give you my bitch.
I don't think it'll be bigger than why you bullshitting.
That album
is a fucking classic. I could still listen to that album.
You know what would be dope? I think about it. To sit and go through that album with
Sugar Free.
With Dewan.
Yeah, nigga. I'm telling nigga, once I could get in touch with him to really talk, because nigga, like to me, nigga, Smell My Finger is damn near classic, if not a classic.
Is that the one with Sarah? Was Sarah on there? What was on that
one? This is what pimpin' supposed to be. It said maybe for you, but not for me. What else was on that?
Which one had the one with the Spanish shit? Or Keep Up the Bad Work?
That was just Add Water.
Keep Up the Bad Work.
I think Keep Up the Bad Work was on Smell My Finger. Keep Up the Bad Work, bitch.
That's my shit.
Yeah, over and over again.
Want to play a game of V8 Tech? You gotta play Chelsea.
Motherfucking your motherfucking neck. Nigga, Sugar Free is the king of talking bad about a bitch. You put Sugar Free on when you mad as fuck at a female, play some Sugar Free for her ass. That'll get your point across.
The reason why it's dope to sit and have that conversation with him about that album, because I don't know if he know how important that album is to people out here.
King Kunta. It would be no King Kunta without that album.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you no, King Kunta came from whatchamacallit. That came from Get Naked.
Which was another DJ Quick motherfucking production. But I feel like, nigga, that shit, that was that Sugar Free sound. And that's probably Will motherfucking ass disrespecting the podcast. Nigga, you ain't gotta have your music all loud. That's him? Nigga, if you don't turn that shit down, nigga, this nigga would have put up with his music loud, interrupting my fucking broadcast. You disrespectful ass nigga.
But yeah, I think sitting down, having that conversation, man, because I think Sugar Free know he know his worth. I don't think he really understand that album.
The impact of that shit.
Yeah,
disrespect the licks like that. You niggas ain't gonna disrespect today, man. Not today.
Nigga, that them niggas.
The motherfucking licks.
I'm on these head right now. Hold on.
Go ahead. We got
Ill Will in the motherfucker.
We got Ill Will.
Ill Will up in this motherfucker.
We got Ill Will of the No Rules podcast.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, 5-ish.
Just that spur of the moment type shit.
5-ish, around 5.
Where my Matrix at, man?
Man, Ill Will in the motherfucking house. Slide this motherfucker over so you can see.
What's up with it, man?
My motherfucking guest host and shit.
Yeah, man. So
I'm just a feature today.
Man, nigga, hell yeah, nigga.
Feature today, man.
Now licks. I guess
That's top. That's your top 5 personal
of all time.
That's my top 5.
Okay, your top 5. Yeah. Okay, so who you think top 5 straight up consensus?
I take the licks out and put probably Tribe.
My favorite group.
I can't dispute that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I was telling him. Like I was like,
because we gonna have to have a situation where we all sit down and really like lay them all out and rank them, like just straight across the board.
Yeah.
Well, we could possibly. I don't think we're gonna agree fully.
I think we can do it. I think it's possible.
I don't think we're gonna agree.
Top 5
because
or top 10.
Will for sure got an East Coast bias.
Nah,
me, I got a West Coast bias.
I'm in the middle.
Nah, nigga. First off, don't put that bias on me,
nigga.
Man. I'm just hip hop. The mecca is the East Coast. So
I know, but that's what I'm saying. And that East. Sound like you more of a boom bap sound. Like you like more lyrical boom bap type shit. Me, I just like the West Coast sound.
I'm so disappointed in Will because even in his personal, top 5 groups of all time. You put the licks.
Well, yeah, the licks got a hell of a. You can't put Slaughterhouse in top 5, even if it's
your personal.
Because you putting body of work.
Even if it's my personal, you can't put Slaughterhouse.
Whoa.
And first off, let me say this: Slaughterhouse is not. See,
because they put together
groups to me. Don't do it.
It's so basically you looking at it like Watch the Throne as a group.
I need
you would have to put Kanye and fucking Jay-Z together and shit, and you can't make.
I'm not even putting Method Man as a group.
You can do that shit. Yeah, you can say that because you would have to put them if you wanted to put top groups. You would have to put them just off Rockwaller.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So
Meth and Red, like I don't even do that.
That is unfair. Yeah, but Dipset a group.
Yes. Dipset is a group.
Dipset a fucking group.
Dipset a group. They not top 5 though. Top 5?
Nigga said top 5
of all time. Or are we doing personal?
Hey, look, this is why I said.
As a matter of fact, I can't say top 5 because
I can't say top 5 either. But they in the top 10. I would put them in the top 10.
Yeah, they top 10.
I would have to really think.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say we like I said, we really finna have to like
they not top 10.
We gonna have to really like sit all that shit out where we can look at it and see like, okay, this is the pool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start a group page. I mean
a group chat.
Yeah, chat because
I'm like I still feel like Outkast number 1.
Outkast is definitely number 1.
Outkast number 1.
Where would you put?
I put NWA number 2. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna dispute that.
Dipset not top 10 though.
Number 3 is kind of hard.
Where Public Enemy come in at?
They top 10.
Okay, Public Enemy and
I'm not sure because I really count Public Enemy as Chuck D.
Well, I mean,
you can
who
say
the fuck
that,
else was rapping?
Well.
Nobody.
Exactly.
It was
nobody.
Just Chuck
exactly.
D. Yeah. What's his name had a few verses.
Now and
that
then,
was trash
like,
though.
Who? Flavor?
Huh?
Griff had a couple verses.
But that's what I'm saying. Like every now and then Griff would rap, but it ain't like Griff was on every song. He wasn't on Fight the Power.
Yeah, it was more
like
Like I wouldn't put them up there because I barely count them as a fucking group.
But the fact that they came out like a group, you just have to.
But see, even back then it was different. But
nigga,
groups was different.
Yeah, exactly, nigga. Because that's like X-Clan.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like it's one nigga rapping,
one nigga that rap,
and a bunch of niggas there.
DJs, you got
like,
that's funny though. Wait, that's similar. That's similar how the Saint Lunatics, like that's the nigga with the mask.
They was all rapping.
Well, the nigga with the mask though, he was a part of the group.
Murphy was rapping, and the nigga nobody cares about, Dewan.
Oh.
Okay, and Ali.
Neither one of them niggas nobody cared about.
But I'm saying, though,
Murphy Lee had some shit.
The nigga with the mask.
He was a part of the group. Crew. Well, you know what?
The nigga wanted to get paid equal. They was like, fuck out of here. You better go dance your ass over there somewhere.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Niggas don't even know what you look like.
Exactly, nigga. You got a half a mask on.
I think that's that era of groups / crews.
Yeah,
that came out. Like Public Enemy was a crew.
And that's because like it wasn't about the money as much as it is now. Because back when splitting money far ways wasn't shit to them niggas, they was doing groups. Yeah. Nowadays, niggas don't want to be in a group because they don't want to split the fucking bread. They like, nigga, suck my dick, nigga.
Like
I do this
Gangstar.
shit by
Gangstar
myself.
is
Guru.
Do you consider Gangstar
Guru
a group,
and a
though?
DJ? No,
You have
because
to.
it was
you
like
have to.
Guru and Preem.
But see, back then, that's what it was
That's
about.
what it-
It was about the MC and the DJ.
Yeah.
I know,
they
but
fucking-
that's like Rakim and fucking Eric
B.
B.
That's a group.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
fucking crazy. But that's what I'm saying. Like I
But-
don't consider them groups. I consider them a MC
Well, this is my thing on it.
because I consider the group like I look at the lyrical ability of both artists. So I would like that. It's unfair to put Rakim and Eric B as a group because I will knock them niggas way the fuck up if I'm just counting Rakim against a group of niggas.
I think it's how they came out. I think Gangstar wanted to be known like, yo, we a group, even though it's one MC. Eric B and Rakim, I think they separated. Like, yo, we letting it be known that it's me, Eric B, as the DJ and the producer, and Rakim. That's why they was just called
But
Eric
I
B
just
and
think
Rakim.
it's the fucking name because I'm like, nigga.
But that's what-
Are we counting fucking Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff as a group now?
Yeah, you have to.
That a bitch.
You have to because at that time in hip hop, that's what it was about.
They
time-
was called DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. though. That's why I said they name because
Yeah.
that's how
I think
they presented
I think
themselves.
that's why and I agree with Dolly on that because I said that back
It's
in the
a
day. I
fucking
think
rapper.
if the crew or the two individuals have just their names, I think they're separating themselves from being a group. I think if it's two of them and they say that they have a name like Gangstar, then that's when you consider it a group because it's Gangstar and then it's Guru and Preem.
So basically, if they don't have a name collectively together, then
Yeah, that's at least that's how I separated it back in the day.
Yeah, but see me, I'm just like nigga.
I don't know.
Because
because you looking at it from the foundation of hip hop. But
Yeah.
you know, it was a DJ and an MC. But technically, that's not a group.
That's how I feel about it because I feel like nigga to be a group, everybody got to be goddamn rapping.
I
Like
agree
fuck
with
that
that.
shit, nigga. Because now, nigga, we going into a whole nother conversation. If a motherfucker just wants to say, "Oh, we a group," because he's my DJ. This nigga's my dancer. Like fuck all that, nigga. If he ain't rapping, he ain't part of the goddamn group.
I can agree with that.
yeah. But if you let's
So
put it
where-
like this.
so
Like, was
where do
Run
you-
DMC a group? Run DMC a group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had two rappers.
Right.
Like one DJ in your group, but you still got multiple niggas rapping, so you still a group to me.
Was he producing? Jam Master Jay, did he produce?
I think some.
I know he was
Some.
DJing. I'm
Cause
not
they
sure
had
whether or
Russ
not
and
he
them
was doing
and
the
Rick
beats
Rubin.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Rubin and them was probably.
So that's
doing
what I'm
the
saying.
beats.
What's the difference between one and two people? Because
Because two is a group.
Two was a group.
Two niggas rapping is a group.
Yeah.
One nigga rapping is a goddamn rapper with a DJ behind him.
but if a person produces your whole album,
So Freddie Gibbs and Madlib is a group. Because both their names is on the fucking albums and shit.
yeah, because he's producing everything, so it's like they go hand in hand.
So is Jay-Z and who's that? Ninth Wonder a group because they did 444? Because Ninth Wonder produced that whole album.
Nah.
No, he didn't.
That's what they said.
Did he?
Yeah,
No, I gotta look that up. I
Yeah,
don't think
nigga.
Knife produced that whole
I
album.
think he did. I'm pretty sure.
Nah, not all.
he
He
probably
had like 3 songs.
he probably
'cause-
produced something on there.
Yeah, because what you call it got back on that album too.
Bink.
Swiss Beats.
Nah, that other dude.
I think Swiss Beats did the song with the Bam Bam single.
What's his homeboy name? Hip Hop. Is it Hip Hop?
Possibly. I
Oh
ain't
no,
know
no,
hip-hop
no, no.
produced.
The dude that Kanye says
Hip hop.
is it Hip Hop? I thought it was something else.
No
I want
idea.
to say he's no ID.
No ID.
No ID.
That's
Yeah.
who I think. That's who
No
produced
idea.
it all.
But that's what I'm saying. But somebody produced that whole fucking album. So that's what I'm saying. If a nigga produces the whole fucking album, does that qualify as a group?
No.
And again, I don't like that shit because if any motherfucker who would say, "Oh, we a group, best of both worlds" and shit, like, I don't.
No, but see, that's different though because
they was
they was
put
both
together.
established
Yeah,
artists.
they
you know what I'm
was
saying?
solo put together.
If they
But
didn't come in the
still,
game together, it would be different.
Yeah,
but like I
but-
said, when it comes down to breaking down numbers and royalties, when it comes to that, a producer that produces the whole shit, they
probably
get
gonna get more than the rapper.
they get more points. That's what I'm saying. So like, if we take away some of this production done by these duos, is it still dope as it is? Because Paid in Full, wonderfully produced, even though it was a sample, but it was still the shit.
Yeah.
would it be different? Would it be different if somebody who produced for MC Hammer, would it be dope? Somebody who produced for MC Hammer did it.
But you can't really say that, because that's like saying, would To Pimp a Butterfly be dope if somebody else produced it?
What you mean? As far as like, what are you taking off? The production or the bars?
The production.
He's taking the production because he's considering it a group. But like Dr. Dre would produce whole albums for Kendrick. So is Dr. Dre part of Kendrick? Production is just production. I just count this shit as bars and how you sound on the fucking song.
Dr. Dre has yet to produce a song for Kendrick. Mm-hmm. That was an actual song on this shit. Like he let Kendrick do his own thing. Now mixing the records is different. Mm-hmm. But as far as like producing, because I don't even think Dr. Dre produced that one song him and Kendrick did. I forgot the name of it. But yeah. So that's
on the Compton album,
or as what's my nigga?
I think no, not on Compton
JD
album.
said you don't do half the work you say in the studio.
Right.
And
so
I heard you like letting niggas play with your booty hole.
So if we doing, it's like a one.
That was a little bar.
It's a 1-2 thing. So like if you did the album, right, and I produced everything on there, like nigga, that's my album too. Especially when it comes down to breaking down the paperwork.
Okay, so where would you rank Eric B and Rakim in these groups?
Eric B and Rakim's not a group.
Or all right,
they came out.
They
came out together. If you come out together and you wasn't put together like Red and Meth or whoever, if you come out the gate with each other, because Rakim didn't come out as a solo artist. Like, here go Rakim without Eric B. It's always Eric B and Rakim.
Do you count D12 as a group?
Yeah, that's a group.
Yeah. They came out.
They came out together.
So you're saying for the simple, they did.
I see what you're saying. But however, they was a group. That group
that ain't even what I'm saying. What I'm laughing is because I'm like, this nigga gonna put them niggas above the licks too.
This nigga,
yeah, of course.
This nigga first. That's what I was coming to pause to
nigga
to defend real
Dilated
quick.
Peoples is over the licks.
For the simple fact that you
Slum
said
Village,
Jurassic 5.
No, the simple fact that you said you just don't like the licks. That had me,
and I also
understand
said
why you got, because let's just name some of the people when I was on the message board or in the live, whatever. Uh-huh. You said like somebody said Diggable Planets. Somebody said
I said Diggable Planets.
Souls of Mischief.
Diggable Planets was dope.
Junior Mafia.
Even though they only really had like
dope
two
for
songs.
2 songs.
Yeah, they had 2 songs.
But what I'm saying is, now I'm gonna say first, the licks is my personal favorite, right? But when you talking about, let's say, groups that you were putting above them, their catalog don't stretch like the licks.
Nigga, how far they should stretch?
Who, the licks?
Yeah.
Let's start. Who we first? Let's compare them.
But you gonna have to put this shit in context as far as like they catalog stretching, because a lot of niggas got a lot of shit out that didn't really count.
No, I'm talking about the shit that came out mainstream.
Yeah, that's all I'm finna say. Like that some niggas will actually be able to recognize. Because like when niggas will tell me like, oh, LL Cool J just dropped some shit, and I'm like, man, please shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like certain niggas is like, don't tell me fucking Cool Herc just dropped a fucking mixtape, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Nobody does.
And this nigga B gonna say Junior Mafia was better than the licks.
That was Biggie with 9 different voices.
Get up out of here, man.
that was
one
Biggie
trash
being
album.
a puppet over like 9 other niggas rapping on Biggie's shit, because Biggie wrote all that shit.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't count one nigga.
Biggie wrote all that shit.
Because that
all
would
they kleptos, little C's, and Kims.
Nigga,
How Biggie?
That'd be like saying like Criss Cross or some shit.
Those was
Criss Cross was definitely
those was lines and bars that didn't make Ready to Die and Life After Death album.
The licks don't have an album better than Young, Rich and Dangerous.
That nigga said Criss Cross is better than the licks.
This nigga stupid.
And they impact on hip hop was way bigger.
Hustle in the house.
Well, you nigga, first of all, you can't. Criss Cross was a
Criss Cross had some bangers.
Yeah, but they're a kid group.
I don't care. They still had the grown motherfuckers
bangers.
wearing their pants backwards.
No, I don't know.
And jerseys.
I did.
Grown people.
Grown people.
Well, I
wearing
was a kid, so I ain't see.
Yeah, nigga, I had some adult.
I mean, I know I did it. But I was a kid. It was cool.
Niggas was in college wearing that shit, and them little niggas wasn't in college when they started that.
Because JD was grown. back
JD
then.
was grown.
But there was adult rappers doing that shit.
Was it?
Yeah, like you would see them on MTV and shit with their little shit
I'm
backwards.
telling you, nigga, the impact.
Yeah.
Because only and see, this is probably where
Yo, impact don't make you the best neither.
It don't make you the
it
best.
has
but
something to do with being
it
the
does
best of
not.
all time.
Nigga, MC Hammer had a hard ass impact, but that nigga is not
wouldn't say
nowhere.
that.
He had a hard ass impact.
No, he didn't.
I wouldn't say
what
that.
the fuck?
You-
Are y'all niggas
you
tripping?
wildin'.
He had sales.
So many niggas was one of the. You talking about dancing like Hammer,
But I
Hammer
don't know.
pants?
We not talking. We talking about like
This is
what
impact. This
what
is impact.
No, what rapper says I was influenced by MC Hammer?
No, that's my point.
But that's what we
there's gonna
mean
be
by impact.
No, there's gonna be a gang. No. See, that's the thing. When we talking about impact, there's gonna be a
is
bunch of
multiple.
niggas that's not gonna admit that they were Hammer fans, especially if they hardcore or they
All them
dope ass
Oakland niggas
MCs.
admitted.
Nigga, I mean, it's like it's unexpected to hear
Them niggas
somebody
in the Bay will
like
tell you
comment
straight up,
say.
Hammer fucked
Hammer
you up.
was a dope ass rapper to me, but we talking about impact.
Yeah,
Impact was-
because I mean, like impact, like nigga, who would say this nigga influenced me?
But it's more than that
Because
too.
I think that's why Tupac gets so much cachet when it comes to motherfuckers putting him in the GOAT conversation, because there's so many niggas that say Tupac influenced me.
Well, Tupac was that's what I'm saying.
Nigga influenced Lil Zane.
Hammer was like crisscross. He was for the kids.
Bubblegum.
This nigga had how can you not say his impact? The nigga had a cartoon. That he had Hammer pants. That nigga had a dance.
That's market impact, but that's not
it's still
impact
it's still
on
an
hip-hop.
impact, nigga. Your mom didn't buy you no parachute pants.
We was poor. I
Still?
I had her pajama pants that I would wear.
I'm saying, man.
Tied a drawstring real tight on my
Man.
mom shit and be
Nigga, too legit to niggas forget about too legit to quit. That shit was all over the NFL.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders and
Yeah,
all that
but-
shit.
Nigga, that was his best friend, but niggas don't.
No, that was not. But
them niggas was tight.
Speaking
Nigga,
of
you
that,
wildin'.
that
No, they were-
What was
they
the song?
got
Must
tight.
Be the Money was a classic.
it wasn't no classic, but it was
That
hard.
Must Be
motherfucker
the Money
hard,
was
though.
the shit.
Hey,
nigga.
that shit hard.
Must Be the Money was
I
the
ain't gonna
shit.
lie. I had that album.
Nigga, that
Hey,
shit
that shit
hard.
was the shit, nigga.
I
Must
don't
Be
give
the
a fuck what
Money.
nobody
Yeah,
say.
it was. I was.
Nigga, Must Be the Money went up.
Diamond
Nigga.
Rolex.
Hell yeah. That nigga didn't know how to rap or none of that shit. He did the fucked up butterfly in the video
He
and
did.
shit.
And Hammer
He
wrote
did.
Hey, wow. That's bad.
Yeah,
I
Must
thought
Be the
Dion wrote that shit.
that. Nah, I don't know. Hammer.
Yeah,
wrote
I'm pretty
Damn.
sure somebody like Hammer or somebody wrote that.
That was terrible.
that was like his protege. Like
It was.
that flashy shit. Because even Hammer came from that flashy shit.
Yep.
But that nigga Dion just put a little more player twist on it. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But
Well, that's what I'm saying, because Hammer most successful stuff was for the kids. He couldn't really hit like
turn his mother out. That wasn't for the kids.
That's for the kids. Kids, well, you know what? That not for the kids, but that was when
It
we
was
was in
pop.
that. That was we was in
It was-
that
it
dancing
was popular
phase.
culture.
We was in that dancing phase
was
back then.
popular
Niggas was
culture.
house dancing.
But see, it was people back then. It was cool to dance in hip hop. Heavy D and the boys was dancing like that in hip hop.
Yeah, but those dudes aren't considered. Well,
Let
yeah.
Nympho tell
he
it.
was like
Heavy
the,
D is
he
not
was like the
considered
main
a MC.
crossover artist.
Who Hammer?
Yeah, Hammer.
Yeah,
he was like the
Hammer
first
had
nigga
pop
to
appeal.
He was
Yeah,
the
pop,
he,
yeah.
he was the first hip hop nigga to really say, I don't give a fuck. I'm selling whatever the fuck I can sell. Fuck all this trying to keep it real shit. That nigga was like, nigga, I'm selling this shit to everybody.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like B
because
said,
everybody else before MC Hammer, even if they became popular, like a LL Cool J, was still trying to keep it like hip hop.
That- yeah,
Hammer
true.
was the nigga like, I don't give a fuck. Nigga,
He
I'm
was a
doing
house-
Taco Bell commercials
Yeah.
and all that shit.
He was a
Pepsi.
house dancer,
Yeah,
too.
he was like, nigga, I'm selling all types of shit.
Niggas can't take nothing from Hammer. Like,
so why you
Hell
so
no,
then why we saying Hammer ain't got no impact then?
no.
Because his impact wasn't on hip hop.
That was hip hop.
His impact on hip hop
culture.
was commercializing hip hop.
pop culture was
You say pop culture?
He was one of the first niggas to really sell products as a hip hop artist. Products that weren't related to hip hop. That nigga had Taco Bell commercials. That nigga had a cartoon. He was on the fucking Addams Family movie soundtrack. Like, he was the
Both.
first nigga that was far out of hip hop shit. Because at first,
But that's not-
hip hop shit had to be hip hop shit. Like, hip hop artists could only sell hip hop shit. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm selling malt liquor. I'm selling this fucking clothing line. He was the first nigga to say, bitch, I'm selling Taco Bell.
But ain't that why we like Jay?
Why?
Ain't that a part? The marketing appeal?
No, I think we like Jay because that nigga got stupid ass bars.
I don't know about stupid ass bars. Jay could rap.
That nigga got bars, my nigga.
Jay could rap. Jay is. I always, like on the last episode, I respect Jay. I love him, but the bars ain't all the way there.
All right, like put it this way: as far as commercial artists, he might be the most talented commercial artist bar wise. That's selling platinum all the time.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
I don't mean like, oh, this nigga could out rap all the battle rappers. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as the niggas who we putting in that top echelon of album selling motherfuckers, he's at the height as far as his era. Because nowadays, like you look at Eminem, Kendrick, Cole, and all these niggas.
I was about to say, what about M though?
I think these niggas would give Jay some trouble. But as far as from a nigga who came out in the 90s, like nigga, it was only him and Nas when it came to bars out of they draft class.
What you talking about, Dolo?
Nigga, when it comes to them niggas who came out then,
don't leave Redman out, man.
Like, come on, Dolo.
No, but I mean, but Redman for hip hop niggas, yes, Redman. But if you go ask some bitch walking up the street, she can't name a Redman song. Chicks
can't name a bunch of hip hop shit though.
But they can name Jay-Z and Nas. Because I'm naming the niggas who everybody knows, not just hip hop niggas. Because of course they
well, Jay got commercial success.
But that's what I mean. That's who I'm talking about. I mean, as far as niggas who had commercial success that could rap. Jay-Z and Nas. Them was the two niggas who commercially had big hits and could rap. Who else was regularly on the radio
from the 90s?
And could rap?
From the 90s? Are we counting 99 too? Or that's too close to 2000?
That's too close because Eminem came out then. I mean like the earlier 90s.
Wait, what about Snoop though? Nah?
Snoop ain't had lyrics.
Hell no, he had flow.
Well, he had flow. Yeah, that's
amazing.
Snoop was more style than lyrics.
He had flow like true. A motherfucker. He sounded amazing on the beat. But nigga, you ain't finna hear a Snoop song and be like, "Oh, run that back, nigga, right. Run that one back." Did you hear what that nigga said?
So we can't count M.
Yes, but M is super late. Like you would count him in the 2000s. Like if you got drafted in '99, nigga, you in the all 2000s class.
Well, M first album came out in '97, didn't it?
Nah.
You talking about the Infinite?
Nah. The Marshall Mathers LP came out.
The Slim Shady
Shady LP came out. No, it was like the end of '98, early '99, because I was in the 10th grade.
Are you talking about the EP? If you talking about the EP,
it was like late '80. It was like late '98, early '99.
The LP came out in '99.
The LP
EP came out like '98. I want to say,
but we count the
nobody
LP.
heard that one.
Yeah, exactly. We count the LP because the EP, nigga, that was some shit that only those niggas knew.
Yeah, so
the LP is the one that everybody.
LP
knew.
Was 99.
Yeah,
sure.
99. But that's what I'm saying, nigga. So he's the 2000s, as far as I'm concerned. But like Jay-Z and Nas was the only two niggas that was regularly on the radio in those days that was barring some shit. Like you was like, whoa, what did that nigga say? It was just them two niggas. There was niggas who could rap in that era, like a Cannabis. But again, nigga, like it's not like the average consumer who's just watching BET is gonna know who Cannabis is.
I never heard a Cannabis song on the radio.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not out here.
Not even his single.
2000 BC was a fucking classic.
Not out here.
2000 BC was hard as a motherfucker.
But see, that's the thing, man. Like that, the separation. Like I got homies that stay on the East Coast and they always reflect on like, man, I remember when we was driving down the street and listening to Helter Skelter or Mobb Deep or whatever on the radio. Like those songs were being played on the radio, but out there. Yeah. That shit wasn't getting played out here on the radio.
Just like me and this nigga conversation before you walked in. What West Coast song get a bigger reaction in a party than I ready to give you my bitch?
We don't even know what that is.
Yes,
a bigger reaction?
Yes, like if the party getting quiet and you like, if you the DJ and the party getting quiet, you like, I gotta bring these niggas back. I got to get these niggas on this dance floor before I get booed out the room. Nigga, what song you putting on from the West Coast? And shit, fuck any song, shit.
It's the mix, baby.
That you gonna get the party back cracking. What song you gonna put on to get the party back moving?
See, I think it's a couple.
I'm listening, nigga.
Let's hear it.
The floor is yours.
And we saying strictly West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast.
Nigga, you can go.
Man,
you can go to any region, but it gotta be here. I don't mean like a backpack hip hop party, nigga. I mean like a party where the bitches is at and everything.
Well, see, but I'd rather give you my bitches. It's almost like that's a club dancing song.
Yeah,
but if you talking about just for like West Coast, well, you know what? It depends. That when you going that route, what you saying, I see what you saying. As far as you want the girls to dance and shit like that, but I mean, I think you can throw in G thing. I think you. What's my name? Snoop. Tonight.
I don't think niggas gonna get on the dance floor when that shit come on though.
Oh, DJ Quick. I can see DJ Tonight.
I think so.
That's some fly headphone shit.
Tonight.
Nigga,
Tonight.
You don't think they're gonna dance tonight? I think so.
Our age group,
West Coast.
Yeah, that's
because
what
I think it's because when you said like East West, nigga, like it's an age group to certain shit.
Well, people older than us can rock to that Sugar Free song.
But could you see a 23-year-old nigga getting up to Tonight?
Man, right people now? Older than us? No, shit, if we put it to you like that, ain't no fun. I know a gang, a gang
you know
of
what?
people.
That's a good one. Ain't no fun.
From old to
ain't
young.
No fun.
Yeah.
I put Ain't No Fun over all those other songs.
Ain't no fun.
Ain't no fun.
I'm just saying the fact that you said
it got
age
that
group.
bounce and everything.
Yeah.
But shit, age group, nigga, I know little young motherfuckers that Ain't No Fun come on.
That's what I'm saying. Because when you said age group, then that's what I said. Ain't no fun, but
because that's what I mean. Because I mean, like, nigga, it's everybody in this bitch, not 36 and up and all that shit. Because I think Tonight is like our age group. Because like me,
older,
I jam to that shit. Yeah, and of course, niggas older than us because when that song came out, we was all little.
We was kids.
But like, let's just say, nigga, your cousin 19. Do you think that beat a drop and he'll know it
Tonight?
Because, like, nigga, my little nephew who was just in here, like, nigga.
Oh, yeah, right. I feel you on that.
You know, like, Sugar Free come on, like, Ain't No Fun come on. Like, it's little 19-year-old motherfuckers fresh out of high school. Ain't No Fun come on. Yeah. They gonna sing every word to that motherfucker.
Right.
Just like, you know, I'd rather give you my bitch. But that's what I mean as far as, like, West Coast classics, that's like, nigga, they hitters to us. Like, nigga, we got some shit, nigga. But that's why that's why I put Sugar Free so high on my personal list. Because, nigga, I got Sugar Free at the top of my list.
Well, you Sugar Free nephew or something like that, I heard.
Hell no. I ain't met the nigga yet. Shit. I ain't met his ass yet.
My homeboy that rap, man, that nigga loves Sugar Free. He got into him late, too. And this nigga's like, if you hear him rap, it ain't. The way he love Sugar Free, You'll assume that he'll probably rap like Sugar Free, but it's nothing. He's straight bars. But that nigga loves Sugar Free, man. Yeah. That's that nigga favorite. That's his favorite person.
Like Sugar Free got like his bars is underrated.
Sugar Free
bars ain't underrated. I don't think he got bars. He just got them lines.
Do you listen to this? Yeah, he got bars, my nigga.
He got them pimp lines.
Yeah. But to me, that's bars. Anything that you say that'll make a nigga rewind it, like, oh, okay, for sure.
What that nigga say the other day, I was listening to and it had me dying. I had just caught, you probably know it. It was a line where he was like, he said something like,
because on this new album, making that nigga
jump,
has some
stay in the air or something like that.
Oh,
what'd he say
on that DJ Quick shit?
What'd he say?
When I tell you jump in there and stay there.
Yeah, stay there.
Yeah, nigga. But that's what I'm saying, my nigga. That nigga
funny.
Yeah,
he
that
funny
nigga got
fuck,
some
man.
shit, my nigga. Like that shit be clever as fuck.
Yeah, it do.
Cause that nigga said, nigga, if dicks could fly, your motherfucking mouth would be an airport. Nigga, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Sugar Free is funny, man.
Nigga, Sugar Free, nigga.
He might be king of the one-liners.
Yeah.
But you know,
like him and Eminem is like up here when it come to like saying hilarious shit.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Cause Eminem, nigga, I remember Eminem. That was the first thing I noticed about him. That nigga was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sugar Free, nigga, Sugar Free. He's in that like category of like you'll be listening to that shit rolling.
it's crazy to put Sugar Free in M, but you would have to have a really open ear to understand that.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. A lot of people wouldn't get it.
Especially because Sugar Free is known, in the pimp world, he automatically gets cited by some. Yeah. Some people don't. They don't.
Yeah,
they don't
niggas like,
that.
nigga, I don't listen to that shit. That's some pimp shit, nigga.
Like what they said about E40. Like E40 didn't get respect. I still think E40 don't get the respect that he deserves.
No, nigga, he's one of the goats, my nigga.
Yeah, he is.
Like if you say he not one of the goats, you hating.
Yeah, he is.
Straight up, nigga. Who the fuck had that long a run of relevance?
Right, he in my top 50.
Shit, that nigga's in my top 5.
E40?
Yeah.
Your personal top 5.
Personal top 5.
Of course, even a personal top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think he in the top 5 of all time? Just overall. That's tough.
That is.
That's tough.
Just because I'm looking at how long his run of relevance is. And even if you want to count, like how you said, the decline, even if you count the decline, my nigga, think about when he first started and how long he was actually putting out shit niggas was still checking for.
You mean like from the trunk shit?
Nick, no, nigga. I mean from Captain Saberho, which was probably the first shit that niggas knew who he was.
As far as us.
To even Yup. Think about how far of a fucking time span that is.
Yeah, because Captain Saberho came out like
91, my nigga.
Was it 91?
Nigga, I think I was still living in Compton. Like that 91? Shit was.
I wasn't 11.
Google that shit.
I think it was like 93.
Nigga,
94.
Captain Saber. No, because like Snoop was already out when that shit came out. If anything, 92.
Well, Snoop, I'm about to say Snoop came out in 92, so I think it was like 93.
Snoop came out in 93. Well, The Chronic came out in 92.
Yeah.
Snoop's first album dropped in 93.
Yeah.
But like Captain Saberho,
I think it was, I was like, I first heard that when I was like in the 8th grade, so it had to be like 93.
Nigga, Captain Saberho was around like when Menace to Society came out and shit.
I think 93, because I know for a fact I was in the 8th grade.
Because even Sprinkle Me, like that shit was early 90s.
Same. I think that's on the same album, ain't it?
Yep. And if you want to count,
it's not Sprinkle Me.
That shit came off the Mailman album, which came out in 93.
Okay.
The
Captain Saberho, right?
Captain Saberho, and then 2 years later, the Sprinkle Me album came
95?
out in a major way. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But shit, think about it from 93. When did Yup come out? Because even if we want to count Yup as the end of 40 being relevant, nigga, that shit was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
That wasn't his last album though, was it?
Hell no. He just dropped the album 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
Yeah, Practice Makes Paper.
Is that the one with Be Legit? Because didn't he just have one with Be Legit that just came out like a couple months ago?
Yeah,
that was last year.
That was the end of last year.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And niggas is still checking for that shit.
Yeah.
Like it ain't really a lot of niggas who been around that long and they shit is still.
But E40 shit ain't really. I mean, you speaking from a true E40 fan. He like those
like
albums.
Said, that's the
those
reason, like
those
I
ain't
said,
industry albums.
But we could even stop. No, but those albums they got played. They charted.
Did they?
In a major way, charted. In a major
well, no,
way,
I know. I'm
saying
platinum. No, I'm saying. I think his last. I think his last album that charted was probably.
But that's why I said stop at Yup. Because Yup charted. So even if we stop it at the last shit that charted, that's a long
when
fucking
when did Yup come out?
Of charting. I think that was like 2016. So from fucking 93 to 2016,
did what you call it?
20-something fucking years.
Did what you call it chart? The one that came out, I think that was after Ghetto Report Card.
Because, like, think about it. What
album is that?
My Ghetto Report Card was telling me when to go and all that shit. That might have been his best album.
The Ball Street Journal. Well, that's what I was gonna bring up. Like E40,
I think for me, I think he stopped at there's this one album where he's sitting on the crate. I bought it.
That's Revenue Retrieving. That was Graveyard Shift.
Graveyard Shift. Yeah, I think that's when he. I think that's. After that, like it was kind of like,
that's what I mean, because I think Yup was on the next album, but that was like the only like hit off the album. But again, that's a 20-year run of relevance. Mm-hmm. That's 20 years of keeping a hit on the radio whenever you dropped, you at least had one hit and your album charted. A lot of niggas wasn't charting that long because even when you look at a career like Snoop Dogg would go 3-4 years without dropping nothing. E40 was dropping double albums, triple fucking albums, and I think that's what fucked him up.
But see, that's what I was gonna say.
Putting out so much goddamn music.
E40 went and just flooded the game, like just to say I'm going to be the first person to put out a 4-disc CD. To me, I think if you look at the break he took between his breaking news and the My Ghetto Report Card, that was 3 years. That was the longest break that he've had in between each album.
And how many? And what was the break?
In forever, it was 3 years.
3 years.
You know what I'm saying? Now that don't say he wasn't working, but as far as dropping it,
right
now, to me, that was My Ghetto Report Card was his biggest album.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Now his best album to me is in the major way. Now, now when it comes to this, I think if he just waited more. Like, I get it. I know he want to just keep spitting out.
If he had spread that shit out, he'd have had 4 more years.
Because he was never, because he was never accepted like that.
This is all like, it almost damn near like I want to say a cry for help. Like, but if
like he just had to, like you said, he wanted to flood the game.
He was trying to prove to these niggas that he could rap his ass off.
Yeah, because 40 is 51, I think, right now. So he probably wanted to be like, for the old heads, like, I'm still working. But I'd rather less is more sometimes.
Yeah, nigga, keep it. What would you call it? Like just the good shit.
He went quantity over quality.
Exactly.
Now I'm pretty sure, nigga, you probably can take from the revenue retrieving all up until now, which will make that's about a good 10 albums, damn near. If not 10, it's a little over 10 albums.
He would still be putting hits on the radio. What
I'm saying, so in from 2010 right to 2010 to now, he got about 11 albums.
God damn,
right? But some of them came out on the same day. And
yeah,
it was like
they
4 discs, but that's a
like
lot of music.
4-disc album, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was crazy because some of them albums was dope as fuck. Like that revenue retrieving, that bitch was like it was two double albums.
Yeah, right.
And I think they came a year apart, and they was all hard. I'm like, nigga, if you'd have just put out one at a time over a course of 4 years.
But that's what I'm saying. I think 40 wanted to flood the game.
He had a point to prove. Which niggas wasn't even tripping off him proving the point.
Actually.
You know what I'm saying?
Because pretty much all he was really doing was hitting his core fans.
Right. Cause
like, of course, we gonna buy it no matter what. Unless it's just straight garbage.
But I ain't gonna lie. The more and more, no, don't get me wrong. Like I said, 40 in my top 50. You know what my top 50 stem from. It's all rapping.
Right.
But after, what was it again? What album was that? Where I say you sit on the crate?
Revenue Retrieving.
After that, everything that he was putting out, I got. And even that album, I was like,
But that's what I'm saying. But,
I got turned off because it was too much.
It was again, to me, that's a 20-year fucking span. Who else did that?
But he ain't really. But it depends on how you judging that though.
Because when we was arguing with Info about the shit, I'm like, nigga, I mean 20 years that niggas cared about.
Yeah, but you speaking from a fan.
But shit, that shit was charting. It was on the radio.
I don't. Well, after the
Ghetto
Report,
it was on Billboard. Yeah, because remember, Yup was like the biggest song in the country for a minute.
Oh,
like even Automatic with what's
Fabulous?
The name? With Fabulous,
but that was before. That was before.
No, but I'm just saying, as far as throughout that span, like I said, we could stop it at revenue retrieving. That's still 20 years, and throughout that period, I can name you songs.
But that's like
that charted.
But that's
Those
like what M said.
Charted.
That's what I think. That's a point of like what M said. Like when M said that line. Okay, you sold 20 million albums.
But you released.
I mean, yeah. Well, you made. What do you say? You got 20 million. You made 20 million. You made $20 million, but you put out 20 million albums.
Right.
It's like that.
No, but look, it's like this. Like I said, we could cancel out everything after revenue retrieving. That's still 20 years. Like even if we don't count this last album, the album before that, the album before that, and the album before that.
But he don't got. I don't know if I'm. Because if I can say he got 20 years, well, Are we basing that on just because this is what he was putting out, or success?
I mean, me personally,
because I look at charting as success.
You can. I mean,
because I mean charting.
I think every album he put out for the last however many albums, it charted.
Okay,
whether no matter how low or how high it was,
still charted.
It charted because a lot of motherfuckers don't chart.
Right.
So that's the reason, like I'm saying, like I'm not counting because the last album they might not have charted. Like the last 4 or 5, they might not even have hit.
Nah, they charted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they charted. This one I'm looking at right here, it hit top R&B and hip hop albums. It peaked at number 14. And then that's the D-Boy Diary, and I never heard it. But see,
I did. It was cool.
But see, with me though, I feel like
I think the D-Boy Diary was the one with Yup.
I'm not sure.
And that's probably why it hit so hard. It probably just did that number just off that one fucking song because that was a platinum single.
Yep. Well,
I think with E40, the reason why I stopped listening to E40 was because everything started sounding the same.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no like
he basically started sticking to the fucking formula. And like this is what's hitting.
Right. And then he got these no name niggas doing the hooks now and all this. So it's like
it's like his little cousins and shit.
Right.
Like,
and I'm not knocking for putting them on, but I listen to E40 for E40.
Right.
It just things start sounding the same. It wasn't no I wasn't hearing no diversity or nothing.
That hyphy music took over.
Right.
Yeah,
and
but
that's what it was.
I just put them high just because of, like I said, that 20-year period, it ain't a lot of motherfuckers that got that. Because I want to put Snoop there, but Snoop was taking decades off.
No, I don't know if you say decades, though.
Nigga, after RNG, because I'm just saying, like, as far as albums that you can name that you cared about when you heard that shit. Or
but you can say the same.
Even like having a fucking song out. Like, nigga, what's Snoop's last song since Drop It Like It's Hot that you could name?
I think that was the last song, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because he got a song out right now that niggas will say is banging. I ain't heard it yet. The song with Swiss Beats. Low riders and shit in the video. I ain't heard the song yet. Niggas said the song was dope. But I'm just saying, like, when I look at a Snoop Dogg ain't been that active.
But I was about to say, I think we all stopped checking for Snoop though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Because like Jay-Z had a run like that. Like Jay-Z since what? And I mean, like, since niggas start caring about him. I'm not saying Reasonable Doubt, because niggas didn't care when that bitch dropped.
Right.
I mean, from when niggas was like, oh, this nigga Jay-Z is dope.
Hard Knock Life.
Okay, so Hard Knock Life to now. Like, I mean, like, longevity, because that's what I count as a nigga. When I think about being the GOAT, a nigga who consistently was putting out shit that niggas gave a fuck about. Because, like me, I'm not a Nas fan. But you can't deny that Nas had shit that was hitting since from fucking Illmatic.
Yeah, and he had a lot of shit that wasn't hitting either.
It was shit that niggas,
Will.
Niggas wasn't tripping on, but nigga Nas was
if you taking
shit.
Dolly's perspective, then that's every album. Because every album had a dope single too.
But that's what
even on the albums that you don't like.
Yeah,
if
but
you don't like I Am, you don't like Nostradamus. Even in between that, like
exactly,
the QB, the Ushiwali and shit like that.
But we don't judge albums off of singles.
Well, but I said from Dolo's
because
perspective.
I put body of work.
If that's the case.
Yeah, I put that as a heavy weight on my scale of who's better than who. Because like me, I put Lil Wayne high as fuck.
And Nas says it on Lost Tapes too. Every album that had came out that they said were Nas's whack albums, like all of the singles that were from those albums went platinum. The singles.
Well, yeah, of course. Because look, the main thing is to have something to sell. So you have to have a single to put something out. So like that's the push thing. So
you put out 2 singles with gang of fillers.
Right. So Nostradamus singles was Nostradamus
and I know I can.
No. That came out after.
You know,
what was his other shit off of there? Oh, You Owe Me.
Son. You Owe Me.
You Owe Me.
Yeah,
You Owe Me could have been a club track and it had Genuine, which is one of the hottest R&B niggas back then.
Nostradamus.
So you had them two. You got one for the streets, one for the club.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Same with I Am.
I Am had
Nas is Like,
and not they didn't make KISSING one.
I think that was the
whatchamacallit used to get played on radio, but I don't think they never made a video for it. The one with Survive with the ones he did about Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah, still, that did used to get some
What was
radio.
the other single off of
I
there?
think that was the only single on I Am as far as that came out.
Yeah, niggas got Google. But see, like, that's the reason I put Nas in the conversation of the greatest, because when I think of niggas who just stayed cracking, stayed active, and they shit was hitting during their active period.
I respect that.
Like, I'm not just saying, oh, that nigga's bars was so crazy, because I'm like, nigga, we got to put Cannabis up there if we just gonna go off crazy fucking bars.
Right.
Cannabis
like,
in the top 20 for sure.
But nigga, yeah,
top 15.
But that's what I'm saying, because when I think about niggas with crazy,
as far as just rapping,
crazy ass bars,
top,
nigga,
Cannabis top 10.
top 2, 3.
Cannabis, if we just going off of just barbaric,
I put that nigga top 3.
that nigga's nuts.
Like, fuck the bullshit, nigga. Like, I put
And
Jada Kiss up there real high.
And I got Cannabis in my top 50. This strictly rap. He's 7.
Hate Me Now was the other one.
You mean like just straight bars?
Yeah, because
Who's
like
number one?
For me, Rakim. Nah. But that's more. But I ain't gonna lie though.
You mean for his era?
No, but see, no, hell no. That nigga Rakim still can spit. But I'm saying, I will admit that it's more of a respect too, because if we
But
talking,
that's what I mean.
But if we talking about so if we talking about the straight rap, like Cannabis was, niggas are ahead of their time. Like Rakim was ahead of his time, but Cannabis was way more than ahead of his time. Cannabis was the dopest rapper.
Yeah,
he was the dopest rapper for 2 years. Like I think if Cannabis would have came out in those 2 albums and he just left it alone, like, and he didn't do nothing, I think we would be talking about that,
nigga. Because when I heard Buckingham Palace, I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Cannabis, and it wasn't even that. Buckingham Palace was just like for me, because I was a big Cannabis fan. I was like, I already know. It was like I already know.
Bar 2, I was like, Beast getting so hot that whenever I drop shit, it'll land on the window of your airplane cockpit.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like that now, so that lets you.
Fuck was that?
That lets you know how crazy he was, because that for me was just, well, first of all, let me say this: I got put on Cannabis way early. I had a homie that was from Jersey that would send me tapes, so I had heard Beast from the East. Actually, the first Cannabis verse that I heard was on it was on a Clark Kent. It's a mixtape, but it wasn't a mixtape back then.
Was even called
it was before that on the little Clark Kent thing. It was him and Sonya Blade, and and Sonya Blade spit.
Wow.
As a matter of fact,
See,
I found that shit on YouTube.
Nigga, I found Cannabis on accident. It just
I'm
happened to be
play
like
right now.
My homeboy had it, and I was like, "Why the fuck you listening to this bullshit?"
Man,
like my
Beast
nigga,
from the East is one of the
so
all-time greatest verses in hip hop. Period.
Nigga, when I would like put it this way, my nigga, my homeboy, he had went and got the Lock CD and 2000 BC. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what kind of gay ass bullshit you listen to, my nigga? He like, oh, nigga, you don't know nothing about this, nigga. This that real rap, nigga. I'm like, if you don't get this bullshit out of my fucking face, nigga, like, I don't want to hear this shit. He was like, man, listen to this shit. Listen to this Cannabis. Nigga, I put on Buckingham Palace. I was like, hold on, nigga. Like, at that point, I didn't give a fuck what niggas was really saying. Like, bars did not fucking matter to me.
His lyrical capability should have lasted longer.
Yeah, nigga. When I heard that shit, I was like,
it changed though. Hip hop changed. Remember, I was saying that the last time. Even the way niggas rap is different. Like that's why those Cannabis verses now, like, they don't. Niggas graduated.
Redman never changed.
Who got
Redman changed?
Who got hella bars that don't get no
changed
respect
3
for
times.
his bars?
Remember when Red first came out? He was that hyper, this hardcore nigga. He wasn't really about the bars.
Well, I'm talking about he always just been a rapper though. But if you from let's say Muddy Waters to Malpractice to Red Gone Wild, anywhere in between there, he was still like rapping
his ass.
You know what I'm saying? His beats were almost kind of similar. He just showed through time he showed a little versatility, which That's why I like Cannabis' first album like that, because he showed versatility. He gave you the rapidy rap, but then again he gave you the Buckingham Palaces,
and the crazy part
Honor
is,
You.
As
He
an
had
album, I didn't really care for fucking what's the name? Can I Bust?
You didn't like the first one?
I love 2000 BC, but Can I Bust? I wasn't really that big of a fan.
Can I Bust was okay. You got 2000 BC, right? That shit is just all bars, super duper hip hop sound,
dope.
But Can I Bust
He was rapping
it was
better.
even. It was even. Like even some of the beats was hip hop, but some was like some to where people can still listen to it and be like, okay, this.
Yeah, and he had songs. He had song
Like the
quality
single?
music, like I Honor You,
Yeah.
Trigonometry. But see, that's what I'm saying though.
But see,
Hip hop was
I said,
different
some
back
of those
then.
songs I ain't even like. That what's that? Channel Zero, I think that shit was called.
Yeah, Channel Zero was on Can I
Didn't really
Bust.
care for it. Can I Bust?
Yeah,
I didn't
that
really
was-
care for it as an album. Even the song with Free, where she went off on that shit.
Free
Patriots.
The bars
You
was
didn't like that
crazy,
song?
but I didn't like the song.
Damn.
Like I respected the bars, but I didn't care for the song. Just like a lot of songs that Cannabis had, like all like his underground shit, like all those Poet Laureates. Bars was crazy as fuck. You heard those?
Yeah.
Poet Laureate, I think it was like 5 of them motherfuckers.
Well, I stopped fucking with
Look
Cannabis
them
after
motherfuckers up on
See
YouTube.
True. No, it was the Curriculum album.
See, True Hollywood Stories was embarrassing. I paid money for that
I
shit.
did too,
I was
but
mad
I bought it as a
fuck.
fan. That album is a weird ass album because
Well,
he's not
Stan
doing
the
nothing
Fan
but
bullshit.
dissing M the whole time.
That stand
Yeah,
shit.
it was that album was. I ain't gonna lie, that album had me like Cannabis suspect.
Kind of gay. It seemed like he was obsessed with him.
And you know what's funny? Roy said it on. I think it's his most recent project. It's on the Book of Ryan when he wasn't dissing Cannabis. He was talking about jealousy, and he was like, "Man, I had never knew this." Even though, see, I thought because I had heard different fucking rumors about the Cannabis and M beef. I from what I was told back when I was in high school was they beef started because Cannabis thought M wrote the Return of the Ripper, Rip the Jacker diss. That's what I was told
Jack the
back.
Ripper?
Yeah, the one where he with LL. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
And then they have Cannabis on an interview where he said he approached M about that, and M was like, "Nah, man." But Royce talks on a little intro like, "Nah." He was like, basically, because Cannabis and M were the best rappers at that time, Cannabis seriously got jealous off of the success that M was having as an MC, because Cannabis was like, wait, not only do I rap like M, I rap better than M, but I'm not getting this success. And it kind of fucked his head up. And then when I go back to when, like that day, I still remember when I actually bought the See True Hollywood Stories, I was like, I bought it from a fan's, like, because Cannabis was my favorite rapper for a while. So I bought it off of hype. I didn't know it was coming out. We didn't have the internet like that back
Yeah, I'm
then.
gonna say, yeah,
So
I just
saw
happened to
it.
see that
Yeah, I
bitch,
saw
like,
that shit.
"Ooh, damn, nigga,
I
this
saw
nigga got
that
an album?"
Nigga, I saw that shit at motherfucking them motherfuckers don't even exist no more. Sam Goody.
Sam Goody.
Sam Goody, nigga. And I was
Rest
like,
in
what the
peace.
fuck?
I bought that shit from
Man.
Warehouse Music Store or whatever that shit was called. I
And-
was embarrassed. I was literally embarrassed.
I
like you would have
man.
thought that I vouched for it before I heard it. I'm
Yeah.
listening to that shit like,
Yeah,
oh my god,
yeah. I was shocked. And
What
you,
is this
and
shit?
you talking about at that time, I was super duper lyrical miracle as a fan. So when I saw that, when I listened to it, I was like, wait, this
That shit broke your heart, huh?
Yeah,
nigga gay?
nigga, I couldn't believe it. I was like, why is he sucking Eminem's dick
Yeah,
off?
like, what
why is
the
this whole
fuck?
album?
I ain't get
the
it.
fuck is the? You
Like, it was a
didn't
whole
care
album
about
too.
me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
It was weird.
fucking bullshit.
Shit was weird.
What was worse, listening to that album or seeing that nigga pull a notepad out in the battle?
That
Listen
album.
to that. Listen to that album.
That album.
Listen to that album.
It ain't even fucking close.
Yeah.
Because
That's
when the pen came out, we knew he was already washed. Mm-hmm. It's like, nigga, watching a wash nigga do some wash shit is whatever.
Yeah.
But thinking a nigga finna come with that shit,
Yeah.
and watching him do some bullshit is like, wow.
Him pulling out that notebook didn't even bother me like that.
It
did. I like Dolly. I felt like he was already washed before that.
Exactly. It would be like if you put prime Michael Jordan in a time machine and fucking Mitchell from Utah bust his ass 13-0.
But still, like, this is my thing looking at it. Like, even he could have pulled out of. I would have rather that nigga put together some verses that was a collection of old shit to see him pull out the fucking notebook and still lose.
Yeah,
but again, he was already already considered to be trash.
Yeah, he
was.
I
know, but still though. But
that's why niggas was testing him too.
Yeah, it was like nigga, whatever. Nigga, fuck you.
Niggas wasn't scared. Niggas was scared of cannabis.
It's like a gray hair gangster in your neighborhood. Like back in the day, that nigga was some shit. But I fucked this nigga up right now.
Yeah.
So that's what it was like watching him pull that pad out. Like,
and we already knew.
Of course, this nigga done lost his mind literally 10 years ago. So
right.
What would I wasn't even surprised.
Oh yeah, I
like when I saw him pull the pad out when he was like, "Shut up, so I can rap."
And nigga said, "You niggas want to hear these rhymes?"
Yeah, nigga, when I
hear this rhyme, stop.
Shut up, then.
When I saw the nigga pull the pad out, I was like, "Why is this nigga even here?" Like it's like watching your drunk ass uncle get into a fight with somebody. Like
I stopped it, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't even
Why is my uncle out here?
When I heard about it, I was like, "There's a cannabis put out a note. Is this one of the most embarrassing things in hip hop?" I was just like, "Nah, no, I didn't even."
Not most embarrassing,
but that's Hollywood stories.
That
shit was
was worse.
It was like watching Ola Candy get drafted first. that was the exact feeling that I got as a Clipper fan watching these niggas draft Ola Candy before Paul Pierce and Mike Bibby and them.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh, so we just losing on purpose now.
I literally stepped on the See True album when I was in my dorm and looked down and was like, oh, it's okay.
No, I wasn't.
And I stepped on it on accident, too. I was walking in my dorm, crying. I looked, I said, oh, that.
Yeah, nigga, sure. I literally listened to it 5 times in a row thinking I missed something.
Yeah. I feel
I was like,
I did that too. You talking about from the moment that you bought it?
Yeah, I was like, okay, let me listen to this shit again.
Yeah,
maybe I was in the wrong mood.
Yep.
Maybe I just wasn't hearing it right. Cause like you know how some shit you don't catch it that first time. Cause like the first time I heard the Marathon, I thought it was garbage. Like nigga, I'm coming off the Bullet series, and I'm waiting for gangbanger music, and then this nigga come with this business shit, and he like rapping. I'm like, what the fuck? What's this new shit?
He was ready for some gangster shit.
Exactly. Like I'm waiting to hear some gangbanging shit. Like nigga, I'm waiting for some, and this nigga like, what's he talking about business and shit? What the fuck is this? Like I was ready to toss that shit.
Speaking of Marathon and the album, how y'all feel about Rick Ross got Nipsey in his top 5 of all time? Did y'all see his list?
I ain't see his list.
He said Biggie, Face.
1?
Yeah, Biggie was 1.
That's personal as fuck.
He said Face is 2.
He's Southern.
3 was... Matter of fact, 3 was... damn, who was... I knew it. Biggie, Face... I forget who the third one was, but 4 was... Oh, that's who it was. Biggie, Face, A-Ball and MJG, and then he said Nipsey, then Pac.
Jay-Z wasn't in it?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
That's surprising.
And that's what and whoever it was, who asked him that? I think it was Ebro. That was like, they was like, yo, not Jay. He said, you asking me. And he was like, they was like, this is
Jay
who
low
this
key
your,
put
your,
him on
your
the
top
forefront.
5?
But I know he for real like
A-Ball and MJG.
Nah, Nip. He wanted to sign Nipsey.
Yeah, I remember that.
The deal was damn near done.
They got like 3 or 4 songs together.
Yeah,
that Hunter show.
Yeah, that was his nigga.
Yeah, they got songs like multiple.
That
songs
was around
together.
the time he was gonna get signed over there too. But he was just like,
I think that's more of the. I think it's more of the.
That
you think he was clout chasing?
And or more of the ambition. See, nowadays you can love a nigga for what he's doing or what he did versus the
But see,
his actual profession. Like I always say, like, and it's like, I hate talking about it, but it's like the Nip situation. I seen, and now I see way more Nip fans and them talking about what he stood for now than when he was actually doing it. When he was actually going to the schools or walking up and down the street, you know, and I get it. I get it. So that's why I'm like, and well, speaking on Ross, I'm like, yo, I wonder did Ross, because Ross to me is like, see, Jay put that in this new generation of hip hop. He put that, yo, don't just be about rap. You gotta hustle. You get you if you want to be successful. Let's get these, whatever. Jay had Rockaware. He got in
there's
no
all rapper who's
50
rich
did
off
it.
strictly rapping.
Yeah, 50 did it. Nas is doing it. So and now you got street niggas. Now the street part has taken over, and so everybody know, you know, from east to west, niggas love gangbanging. Yeah, they love it. They love the culture, especially niggas on the east or niggas that are not from Cali. But I think when I saw Rick Ross say that, I was like, I wonder, because for instance, when he asked Rick Ross, and when it's like I knew he was gonna say a Biggie. It just fits. And then when he said Face, I was like, okay, I get it. Southern. And then and then he said A-Ball MJG. I'm like, okay, I really get it. You know, now I get it from where he's from. I get it from where he's from. It's just like there's niggas from the South that they gonna say Face is number one. You know what I'm saying? Like Pun said Biggie was his favorite rapper. Like, I get it. But when he said Pac, I got it too. But when he said Nip, I was like, yo, I wonder if it was just more of the what he stood for,
but see,
or what he was doing.
Like me, when I look at niggas who say Nip, like what me and B was talking about when I did my tribute episode. Mm-hmm. If you count all his projects as albums, he got a hell of a fucking catalog. Like his catalog is not weak by nobody fucking standard. That nigga got shit on all them albums, and he's rapping. He got all the criteria of dope ass albums. Because to me, Crenshaw is certified straight fucking classic, like not debatable. Marathon is a fucking classic. Mailbox Money is a fucking classic. Everything else you can debate, but most niggas, and I mean niggas who actually listen to the shit, like if that's what you into, them motherfuckers is banging like a motherfucker. All his other shit, me personally, I love all this shit. Mm-hmm. He ain't dropped no. Bullets 3 I didn't like. But everything else, to me, was hard as fuck. So me personally, I put him in my top 5 easy. Like, and it's all based on dope ass music. But if niggas feel differently, that's on them. But to me, consensus, I put him in the top 10.
You got him in your top 10 or top 5?
Top 5, as far as greatest ever, I can't really put him there because, like I said, like I'd have to put an E40 in my top 5.
Yeah, because my thing what got me is I ain't even the biggest Pac fan, even
but put Biggie in my top 5.
You can't put Nip and Pac in the same.
I feel like you could.
Nah. You can't put. You can't. I'm not. You can't mention Nip and Pac.
Now this is where it gets sketchy at when it comes to comparing. Now, if we talking about just lyrical capability, just rapping, nothing else but just rapping.
Nah, I'm talking about everything.
Then
this is what I'm saying. From I mean, because let me say this. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, maybe y'all are more realer or bigger Nip fans than I am, but I just don't. I know that Pac, I'll be the first to say it. Pac first 2 albums to me were trash. His first 2 albums, Tupacalypse Now and Strictly For My Niggas, were trash. Yeah. Me Against the World, I think not only is one of the best albums in hip hop, that's his best album. All Eyes on Me, from that point on, he hit. Now, I always said back then,
but shit, that's only 3 albums.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, this is the point that's why I was trying to get to this point. I felt like even when I was a kid, I was like, man, I used to say Pac is only didn't get big until the drama started. Yeah. He didn't get big into the drama. So the first drama when he got shot. When he got shot, that was in between the rape case, him shooting the officer and getting shot.
I think the drama shooting the officer because a lot of niggas didn't even know that happened back in them days.
Nah, we knew.
A lot of niggas didn't.
Nah, I knew as a kid.
I remember when a nigga told me, and I was like, nah, you bullshit.
Nah, niggas knew. I remember in Inglewood, niggas thought that was hard. They was just like, they were like, yo, this nigga. They was like, this nigga shot up. He rapping about it and he doing it. Yeah. So that's I'm putting all that in the drama category. Yeah. And then the album that followed all that was Me Against the World. Yeah. Then he had one of the biggest, Dear Mama is one of the best songs ever. So it's like
and the most simple fucking song.
Yeah. So like all that. So I'm going to the Nip. Now, like I said, I know y'all probably listened to him before. I gave him an ear, and like I do everybody, he just didn't appeal to me. But I do feel like after the murder,
yeah, that's when everybody started.
Yeah, and then it's like now I can't tell who. I can't tell who was a Nip fan from when he was actually handing CDs to niggas on Slauson to his death.
Yeah,
that's what it throws me off, and I'll be like, damn, that shit crazy. And I always speak on behalf of my nigga Big Y for saying that. He's like, man, it was cool. It's cool for what they doing with Nip, but the love that he's getting, he was like, man, let's show that shit when niggas is alive, because obviously what he was doing that day when he got murdered, he had been doing that. Yeah. As far I'm still in my neighborhood, I'm still around my people. He had been doing that, but I never seen. I didn't. The store been there.
Yeah, but that's gonna take. It's gonna take a minute for the wave to die down. Because like me and this nigga been fans. Yeah. Like nigga, I was a fan since Bullets 1. Mm-hmm. Cause like there's niggas who was before that. Like, oh nigga, you ain't hear Slauson Boy 1? No, not even gonna lie, nigga. When I heard Hustle in the House, that's when I start going back and listening to his shit. Be like, oh, this nigga got a gang of hard shit.
Well, let me ask you this, Dolly. Remember this, B, on our episode on No Rules? When we talked about when he was alive, let's say whether you want to say after the Marathon album or before, Out the West was he top 2? I said that I felt that he wasn't, and the nigga that I thought that was number 2 was a nigga that's trash too, which is YG. I felt like it was Kendrick, and then it was YG.
Oh,
and
then
it was,
remember
that? And then niggas was like, nah, it was Nip. It had been Nip. And I'm like,
to me, it was Nip.
I think it was
because like the game had it for a minute. Because I was talking about that shit. What's the name on the show that I was talking about this shit? Like Game had it for a while.
Okay.
Snoop had it for at least a decade.
Well, let's say after Game. After Game. Who you got?
Kendrick.
It was Kendrick.
I feel like it was Kendrick.
It was Kendrick. And YG had it when My Crazy Life came out. But after like the Marathon Continues, it was Kendrick and Nipsey.
See, I don't even...
As far as out here. Like YG was bigger commercially. But as far as like how motherfuckers out here was listening to music, niggas was liking Nipsey more than YG. I was hearing Nipsey a lot more than YG in Snapchat stories.
I feel like it was YG.
But see, look, and like I told him on the show, the reason why YG seemed bigger at the time was because he had the machine. He used the
but that's what I'm saying. He was with a label,
right? Yeah.
So he was nationwide. But Nipsey, as far as on the streets, like nigga, you're not gonna sell $100 CD.
And that came before the Marathon, right?
No,
didn't he do that before the Marathon?
No, Crenshaw was 2013.
No, I know. I'm saying, didn't he sell that $100 CD before the Marathon, right?
No, before the Marathon store. The Marathon album came
out. No, I mean the album.
No.
Oh,
Crenshaw was the $100
Crenshaw
CD.
was the $100 one. And Mailbox Money was the $1,000 one.
Yeah.
And those came out after the Marathon?
Yeah, the Marathon. Oh, shit. Yeah, the Marathon was fucking 2000 and...
Yeah, because I think Mailbox Money, or was it Crenshaw?
Why do I feel like the $100 CD album I heard about before the Marathon?
It was in 2013.
So why they say his only release was the Marathon?
because it was mixtapes.
Exactly.
You probably never seen the interview.
So
they
albums or mixtapes?
Yeah, they albums.
They albums,
but it was rapping on original beats.
But it wasn't on. Yeah, it wasn't no official release. It was like almost like a donation, if you would.
Got you.
Because Nipsey said that 50 told him, "Don't release an album yet, because then you're gonna mess up your worth in the music business." Mm-hmm. So you could put these shits out and you call them mixtapes. Mm-hmm. But and it worked. And it worked because once he finally got a deal, it was a deal that was worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why. But the Crenshaw was $100. Mm-hmm. Mailbox money was $1,000. So you can't come out. You gotta have some, and it was selling though.
Yeah, you gotta have status to be able to sell hundreds of copies of that $100 motherfucker.
Right?
Didn't they say Jay bought
10?
Jay brought 10.
Yeah,
10.
That's what I'm saying. That's another nigga. I think that it was like, yo, do you respect Nipsey's music or you respect his hustle?
Both.
I like both
because that's what it was with a lot of motherfuckers. Like, nigga, you got to respect it. Even because it was niggas who bought that $100 seed. Like, one of my partners was telling me he bought it just because he was like, nigga, this motherfucker got to be on to something for this nigga to put it out for $100. And he had heard about a nigga who bought it for the 100 because he was saying how dope it was, and he bought it for the 100 just out of pure curiosity. And that was Nip's goal with the whole $100 CD. It was, he heard about the $100 cheesesteak in a book he had read where they was talking about people was buying it just to see what the hype was about on a cheesesteak that cost $100. And he called it, I think, strategic scarcity, which is you put something at a certain price point and people just want to see why it costs that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So people was buying it just out of what the fuck, $100. But again, without you having some type of, clout in the game, niggas you ain't just finna be like, hey, my name is Ill Will, I'm a rapper.
Right.
This is $100. Niggas
like,
gonna laugh you out the fucking building.
And that's what I'm saying. Nip obviously and clearly had that hustle way before because he was
also
on
had
niggas,
music that niggas was checking for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he was on when I first heard of him. It's funny, like when niggas think I just now, but when I first heard of Nip, he was on, and that was years ago. What was that? The Ice Cream remix. That was the first song I heard him on.
Yeah,
and he performed that on BET.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he been out in the that nigga was
and
on
that was like
fucking
what,
We Are the World bullshit.
When the Ice Cream Paint remix shit?
That was like 2010
8 or something. Like
11,
9?
I don't even think I was 30 yet. It might have been 8
like
or 9.
2011, 2012.
Somewhere in there. What's the name? Duro?
Yeah, Duro.
Yeah.
Duro Music from Dallas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have an Out West. Yeah. So,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, Nip being, he been going and niggas been fucking with him. Mm-hmm. But I do notice ever since he died, all of a sudden everybody marathon everything.
Man.
But like, nigga,
that shit kills me.
Nigga, I was telling one of my coworkers because he was like, "Oh, you're one of the new Nipsey fans," and I went through my Facebook because all you got to do is go to a nigga Facebook and type in a keyword, and all the posts with that shit'll pop up.
Yeah.
So I just put Nipsey, and I was like, "Look at this motherfucking post from 2012, my nigga. Do I look like a new fan talking about this motherfucker so hard, nigga? Extra Laps is weak, nigga. I've been a Nipsey fan." Because I felt like Extra Laps was weak, but Extra Laps was like 4 throwaways off TMC.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Yeah, it was some throwaways off TMC. But again, like I've been a fan since Hustle in the House.
I respected him as a rapper when the Marathon dropped. Yeah. Like before then, he was just a gangster rapper.
A gangbanger nigga that sounded dope on songs.
Right.
That's what I said that on the show. You niggas gave me shit.
No, because though the Bullets mixtapes.
No, nigga.
He wasn't like barring shit up on those Bullets.
I know.
Mixtapes.
I'm just saying.
But on the Marathon,
I didn't say, and I never said he wasn't.
I gave this nigga shit because he said out of everything out of his catalog, the best song that he liked was Last Time That I Checked.
That's me though.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy.
But that whole album, but I still said, listening to that album, I said I recognized that he got better as an MC.
You ain't heard Road to Riches? That nigga got some shit.
I didn't like it. If I did,
On my road to rich, yeah.
I didn't respect him. Not saying I had disrespect, but I'm saying. So when I first heard, I mean, everybody know I'm a lyrical nigga. So when I first heard Nip, I was like, no, I didn't even care if he was gangster or not. I was just like, nope.
Backpack appeal.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm cool. And
so
then,
do you like Absol?
Not as much as I used to. I think Ab is dope, but see, even my ear didn't change. Like you only can take so much of that lyrical miracle shit, and Ab to me was a see everybody.
I'd rather read this shit than
listen. Yeah, everybody's he the best MC out of TDE, and I was like, no, he not. But he's the more underground.
He's the more rapidy rap.
Yeah, rapidy rap. But he ain't the best MC out of TDE.
I'd rather read it.
Yeah.
Because I like Schoolboy better than all of them. And I used to like J-Rock the most. But Schoolboy put out the best albums.
I've heard that before.
I can listen to a Schoolboy album all the way through.
I would say J-Rock.
And jam to that shit more than I can jam to a Kendrick. Because Kendrick is like literally like an art piece.
Yeah.
Like you're more like this is a great piece of artwork. Then this shit jamming like
but it's
a
to your ear though. It all depends on what you trying to listen to.
With your headphones,
because I don't like not one.
This is great.
You don't like no Kendrick album?
Nah.
Yeah, like you won't hear me driving up the street bumping fucking Kendrick. Like he got like King Kunta. It's like 4 songs Kendrick got that I could really like fuck with, but not. I ain't finna listen to his whole album in my car with the music loud. Like Kendrick don't make that type of music.
Not even the intro joint off the Good Kid, Mad City. Dr. Shredder's daughter. I mean, Dr. Shredder. Shredder's daughter. When he was talking about the Shireen broad.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like fucking swimming pools. Like he got some songs that got some bop to him.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like If These Walls Could Talk, yes, it's a good song. Mm-hmm. But I'm not like jamming to that shit. But like you listen to Schoolboy Q. His albums, he got a gang of shit. Like Oxymoron was hard as fuck to me, and the one that dropped after that shit, Blank Face. Blank Face was clowning like a motherfucker. J-Rock too. Like J-Rock made the most albums to me out of TDE. No, his last album was like one of the best.
And them niggas don't have no classics though.
None.
But
you talking about out of TDE?
Yeah, nobody from TDE got a classic besides Kendrick.
Yeah, but I'm about to say this. I'm glad I'm on the show right now.
They just favorites of mine.
I was going to announce it on No Rules,
and what's not hard.
I ain't even classic is out the window for me now. It's so
this
much.
Nigga sound like he finna say what the fuck I just got done saying before he pulled up.
It's so much.
What makes a classic, Will? I'll tell you after you say it because I don't think you heard me say it.
I don't even want to say that because I'm done with what's a classic now. I'm done with what's a classic.
I bet
my definition.
I know what changed his mind about that, but go ahead.
What?
That whole meth shit. That whole
meth. Like you just reminded me when you said like the fact that I called hell when I said To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't a classic. And niggas was like, why? I said, because it don't sound like, it sounds like what I've heard before. And remember, I told you, to me, like he's a
below.
That's what I'm saying. Now you heard what he just said. You can remember I said this, and y'all can go back on my whatever year that album came out. I got beef for this. Niggas was like, yo, why you don't like K Dot? And I said, it's not that I don't like him. It's that he was a mixture of Chuck D and Andre 3000, and he to Pimp a Butterfly sounds to me like something Andre would have did. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, it ain't new. It's nothing new. Nothing that he's talking about is new. Like I listen to PE, I listen to Andre, I listen to these niggas Nas word for word. So what he's saying, it ain't new. Even this futuristic shit, like the newest futuristic type rapper that I liked before Kendrick was a nigga that's underrated too. That don't get talked about like that was Lupe.
Lupe not underrated.
Well, he don't.
Lupe just got weird as fuck.
Amongst niggas who actually listen to lyrical rap, nigga, everybody get Lupe his props.
Yeah, but I mean, us hip hop niggas. But I'm saying like, I mean, I think First and 15th was what? Is that that's the first album? No. Food and Liquor.
Yeah.
I think that album is better than Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly. I think that album is better than both those albums.
To Pimp a Butterfly, yes. Because I actually that album, that for Food and Liquor, yeah, that's in my top 15 for sure. I don't know where it'll fall at, but that I just went to his show out here, and he was performing. I like before I leave, I have to see him do that album. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him do that. I wanted DMX to do It's Dark and Hell is Hot. It's a few people I want to see them. You know what I'm saying? But to Pimp a Butterfly, yes.
Is that better than Good Kid, Mad City to you?
What, To Pimp a Butterfly?
Yeah,
no,
it's not.
First and 15th is better than To Pimp a Butterfly, though.
You mean?
You got me saying.
Yeah, I said the same shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, Food and Liquor was a perfect. To me, it was a perfect, well put album where lyricism met commercial. It was a beautiful mesh because you got Kick Push, you got which was a love story,
right?
And then you have some shit like
Daydreams.
You got Daydreams.
Daydreams was hard.
But then you
that's
got
the one when he was talking about the walking through the project shit with the walking building.
The robot, the robot,
yeah. That shit was clowning.
And then you got the song with Jay-Z. Pressure.
Yeah.
Then you have that. Then you go back. You got one like I Gotcha, which was the song produced by Pharrell and them, the Neptunes. It was a perfect mix of songs where it'd be like, okay, that album should be somewhere. That album should be in what's that shit they put all the shit at the
Smithsonian.
The Smithsonian. That album should make it there. I think did they put the Good Kid, Mad City there?
Possibly.
I think they put.
Didn't they?
I think they put Good
so.
Kid, Mad City there.
Yeah, I think so.
And the reason why I fuck with that album so much, one, because that's the part of the town I'm from over there. So a lot of shit he talking about, I remember. Like I remember when it was I don't know if it was niggas from there or some niggas from some other where came through and they shot niggas up in the middle of over there in the middle of was that Central? Somewhere over there, whatever the case, some of the shit he was talking about, I remember all this shit happening.
So it's personal for you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you talking all these streets and all this shit, like even though I'm not from Compton, but where I grew up at is right there next to Compton.
Right on the fucking border.
Borderline. So a lot of this shit, I understand all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So between that and then just, that's another shit where commercial met a perfect sense of lyricism and style where you had what it's called swimming pools. Swimming pools didn't sound like nothing else on that album.
But a lot of niggas say that what was it, Overly Dedicated or Section 80? They say Section 80 was his best album.
That's what. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
A lot of niggas say
I hear that
Section
a lot.
80 was his best album.
You know
and
why?
that be coming.
And I'm not a fucking Kendrick fan.
Yeah,
So
and I be hearing that coming
like,
from these so-called real. I'm a real Kendrick fan, man.
Right.
Like Section 80 is way better than
I like Overly.
both of them.
I got all that shit. I like Overly Dedicated better than Section 80.
And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of niggas, it's between those two. They say those two better than his last three and shit. Me, I liked Damn. I thought Damn was pretty dope.
I like Damn. It's a cool song.
As not even a fan of him, like I thought Damn was cool. Like it was a few songs on there that I thought was fly. I just ain't no fucking Kendrick dude like that.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I think a lot of people like Section 80 where Section 80 was like he was rapping, just rapping, not too much content on
and
there.
And the beats wasn't too fucking crazy.
He had some super duper hip hop type beats on there, so it was more Good Kid, Mad City. It was like a movie. It was.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? It was like a soundtrack.
Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly especially. Like that shit was a lot to take in.
I wouldn't expect a lot of people to like that album because it sounds like which is funny. It sounds like the second Outkast album. Aquemini. Sound like
AT Aliens.
Sound like AT Aliens.
See,
mixed with some other shit. But even like, I mean, if you sound like somebody,
and not even it's the sound. I'm just saying this the feeling I got. That's what I was trying to explain.
When I heard the shit, I was like, "This the love below."
Yeah.
But
like that was the exact shit. I'm like,
so if you get that feeling from something that's classic, I mean,
that don't mean it's a classic.
It should be, nigga. You're not gonna listen to.
My definition of classic, like I told B, you got to wait 10 years to go back and listen.
He said 10 years.
If you can go back 10 years later and still listen to it, to me that makes it a classic.
So basically, it got to be timeless.
Exactly.
That mean a lot of shit won't make that classic.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Because
that's
I was telling him,
that's hard.
No, but like put it this way, can you listen to Ready to Die right now?
Actually, but you know what though, if you.
Because you can still listen to Ready to Die right now.
If you, when I think about it,
when I think about classic albums where you can be like, you put that bitch on and listen to it and still be like, oh yeah, this should still go. That's a classic to me.
You know what? I'm still throwing classics out the window, but when you break it down like that, that's new for me right now. When you break it down like that, I would say that, and I would agree with you too. It's gonna be a lot of shit that is a classic that's gonna be thrown out. But it's only gonna be a couple. Yeah, because I can't.
That's what makes it real.
NWA out of here.
NWA is out of here.
A lot of NWA.
Yep,
nigga. Yep. It's some Cube shit out of here. It's a lot of shit that's gonna be out of here. Nope.
Death Certificate stays.
It's gonna be some.
Death Certificate stays, but America's Most is out of here.
That's what I'm saying. So if we go by them terms,
you
see, you can't do that because
I can.
Let me tell you though. Let me tell you how though. Because if that's the case, it's a lot of shit that paved the way for hip hop that's gonna be going as classic.
Like what though? Not really. Nah. If you going strictly 10
some
years,
of them Eric B and Rakims is out of here.
Well, shit. But look though, they only got considered one classic album, right? Wasn't it Paid in Full?
I don't know.
Paid in Full. I think that was it. That's the only one that got 5 mics.
Mm-hmm. But see, again, like I said, nigga, like the reason that I put that.
But I can still listen to Paid in Full right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The reason that I put that on it to make it really a fucking classic is because niggas is calling everything a classic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nigga, we
can't listen to everybody.
We gonna have to put something more strict on this shit.
It's a lot of Wu-Tang shit out here.
But that's exactly. But
Doggy Style still here.
Doggy Style stays.
But that's the reason I put it like that.
I can't listen to Doggy Style like not the. No, I'm gonna say like this though. No, I said this before. I only can see. I used to be able to listen to every song on Doggy Style. And then, like, now, I got about 4 or 5, which is still cool.
No, I can still listen to that what song can't you listen to?
Well, I'm going to say this. Personally, like, there's a lot of shit that got played out. That's what made me turn it off.
Like, nigga, G's and Hustlers is still crazy out of the... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nigga, G's and Hustlers, that's my favorite song.
My favorite song ain't even on there no more.
Shiznit?
No.
G's Up, Hoes Down.
See, yeah.
That's my shit, man. I gotta go to YouTube and listen to that now.
Right. Motherfucker.
Right.
I love that shit.
Yeah, that shit
smooth as fuck.
Yeah. I guess the sample didn't get cleared or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was I think like an Isaac Hayes sample or something.
That shit.
But yeah, that shit.
If you got that album with that song on there, you better keep that shit. That's a timeless.
You know what's crazy? I still have that. I still got that CD.
But that's what I'm saying.
One on
that one.
That's the reason that I put that fucking
seal it up.
I put that stipulation on a classic. Like, nigga, let's wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because niggas like, oh, this is an instant fucking classic. Like, you hear it, you heard every song and you liked them. Oh, classic. And it's like, okay, nigga, I listened to that motherfucker 2 years ago and I'm like, what the fuck?
A lot of people
niggas are called Nellyville a classic and shit. Go back and listen to that shit now.
Dolo owned something with that, like for
it makes
10
sense.
years, yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, nigga, go listen to some shit 10 years
later. I think we'll reevaluate
some
shit, and then I think we'll reevaluate some shit, and then I also think that some shit that we say is a classic now.
You gonna go back and be dropped. Like, no, it ain't. Yeah. And again, like
that Muddy Water standing still.
Yeah.
That shit ain't going nowhere.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying, because that's what I was telling him about Sugar Free. Like, I could still listen to street gospel right now, like that shit brand new.
If we doing, that's the only Sugar Free album.
That's the only. I'm about to say that, and I've always said that's it.
Because the New Testament,
that's it.
I still like the New Testament.
I think that's the only. It'd be one Sugar Free album.
Have you heard the New Testament?
Me or him? I heard. Come on now, you know.
Yeah, I heard some of it, but it ain't.
Any DJ Quick stand?
DJ Quick don't have no classic to me. Safe and Sound.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was finna say.
Safe and Sound stays.
Okay.
Safe and Sound stays.
I'm about to say this nigga said none. Yeah, Safe and Sound.
Yeah,
Safe and
but
Sound
that's-
stays.
That's what I'm saying, nigga.
Now, understand like
Does the Blueprint stay?
yes,
Hell yeah.
Okay.
yes.
I just listened to that shit like
the Blueprint
2
Black
weeks
album.
Does Reasonable Doubt stay?
no.
And we had this conversation before. Me personally, I love the Blueprint album. I mean Blueprint.
was
Reasonable
finna
Doubt.
say.
Reasonable Doubt. The first time it came out, like I told you, I had to take.
I don't believe this nigga when he said that.
He
But
don't-
go
he
ahead.
don't have to.
But
I don't
go
have to
ahead.
lie.
Go ahead.
Nigga, I even remember which.
Because like Volume 2, when it dropped, I loved it, but I don't think I can go back and listen to
I
that
can't.
whole fucking album
That's my
again.
favorite. That's to me. That's my favorite J album.
of
Volume
everything.
2?
Yeah.
Shit,
Of everything.
Yeah.
that's deep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I like the Blueprint.
Because if we
No,
had,
wait. Volume 2 is
Hard Knock Life.
no. That's Hard Knock Life.
talking
Volume
about
one.
Volume 1.
Yeah. In my lifetime. That's my favorite J album.
You know what? On Volume 1, the songs that I like the most are better than the songs I like the most on Volume 2. One a million. Excuse me. The 4.6.
My bad, CJ.
Imaginary
you
imaginary
left.
players. Imaginary player.
Yeah.
I Still Love You with Mary J. Blige on there. We talking
Yeah.
about when he shot his brother.
Yeah.
That You Must Love Me,
You
whichever
Must
one.
Love Me.
That is the song with
CJ say?
song with Too Short. Real niggas do real things.
Oh, yeah.
So the songs I like the most on there, I like better than. So I'll get Volume 2. Gotta go. Volume 2 ain't gonna make it. Blueprint.
Does Dynasty stay?
Dynasty out of here.
Dynasty out of here.
Dynasty out of here.
Change the game. 1-900 Hustler.
Dynasty gone. Let it go, Dolly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because them 2 songs,
And it's
Them
funny
2
because only
songs?
1-900 Hustlers, and then the one where that's the one that got Rockefeller. What is it called?
Rock the Mic.
Nah,
No, the Rock La Familia.
Yeah,
That's the
the
name
song.
of it.
the
Yeah.
song, right? No, what's that song? Where is Jay and Mel Beans and Bleak? Da-da-da-da-da. You know,
The one that shit for
the
sure has
one-
a crazy sample.
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's on the Dynasty, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I only like those 2 songs.
Yeah, that's how.
1-900 Hustler and that.
So if it,
You
if
didn't like Change the Game?
Nah.
Oh,
that's
crazy.
just too West Coast for that nigga. Look,
Exactly.
Nah,
So
it wasn't.
like,
It was
this
too West
old-
Coast. It was that
This
was
bouncy shit.
Nah, that was the
That
see,
jazz beat, boy.
Yeah, it was. See, look
Make a
though,
nigga
man.
wanna start crip walking.
See, that's what I was just about to say. That y'all niggas was booming back then, man. Everybody wanted to be a crip,
That's my shit.
and that shit was
That's,
everywhere.
Nigga, that's when we had rap.
that
Now
and the
y'all
East
niggas
Siders
got that shit.
That and the East Siders, man, was
Because now
everywhere.
I'm like, damn, we ain't got nobody left. All we had was
Everywhere.
Nip. They killed the only crip that had it.
yeah,
Because now everybody
It's a
want
lot.
to get blood.
if niggas go if we don't leave it alone at the time and where it was at, we have
Yeah.
to go back. A lot of hip hoppers ain't gonna make it.
classic tag.
And
off
I
a
would
lot of
rather-
shit.
I
And
wish-
that's why I said that.
This
'cause I'm
nigga,
like,
yeah,
fuck that shit, nigga.
that nigga on to something.
We
I would
throwing that
rather, I
fucking
would
word
rather it
around
be
way
like that.
too much.
Yep, and that's what makes me not even want to say shit.
Yeah, niggas,
Is
oh,
it
it's
classic or is it not?
Fuck that shit.
When did
nigga.
that Drake come out with the Head in the Clouds?
With who?
The Drake
That might have. No, I think
it
that
ain't
was
10 years
like,
yet. It ain't 10 yet.
Oh, you said Drake. I don't know.
No, it ain't 10 years. I think it's like 8.
Okay, 10 years that'll
That
be
shit
a,
was like 2011 or some
that'll be a
shit.
class. That's his best project to me.
Yeah,
Head in the Clouds. Nothing was the same.
yeah.
That's a classic.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the reason I said 10 years. Because I'm like, nigga,
That shit a classic already.
go back and listen to
Drake?
that shit and
That's-
see if you
yeah,
can
that
still
album.
fuck with it. Because, like, I got the idea listening to oldies. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I could still bang all this shit. This shit, this is classic fucking music.
Times, yeah.
But, nigga, like, I went back and listened to, like,
Patti LaBelle.
nah, nigga, it was like Ludacris or something. And I was like, this ain't really hitting like that.
Luda got a classic though?
No,
Nah, he don't.
nah.
He came close a couple of times.
Yeah, Back for the First Time was real dope.
The second one. Not chicken and beer.
Chicken and Beer was the second one.
Okay, chicken and beer.
Yeah.
And then I like the Red Light District too.
I like the Red Light District.
Yeah.
That's his best album to me.
Yeah, because like me, I liked Ludacris in his era. So like sometimes like I'll just go back and listen to some shit like, damn, I ain't heard such and such in a cool last minute.
Hey.
So I'll just go back and be like, damn, I enjoyed this.
Is Aquemini a classic still?
Yep.
Cool.
Like I think this is just me being a biased fucking
Outcast, man.
See, we can't be biased.
Because what's the name?
Can't be biased though, brother. You the one said it.
Because what you call that shit? Damn, Stank on You.
Don't say that's a class.
I was listening to Stank on You. I was like, this shit's still dope to me. But again, to me,
I hate that album.
like I don't know.
I liked it a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the reason.
Stank
like I
on You?
said,
Yeah. If we doing that, the only Outcast.
Stankonia ain't even considered a classic.
No.
Only
It's not.
only
not.
Southern Playalistic, AT Aliens, and Aquemini are.
If it came down to
but
it,
I think Aquemini, as
I think
far as
it'd just be two.
consensus, will fall off. But
Yeah.
Southern Playalistic and
And
AT Aliens, they gonna stay.
They stay.
But me, I like the Aquemini.
well, I'm going hard. That Southern Playalistic might not even make it. The AT Aliens is there though.
Southern
You-
Playalistic.
This
'cause-
is
Oh wait, yeah, you know what? You know what? You know what?
right.
You right.
You're right.
You
This
right.
classic right here,
Yeah.
this Southern Playalistic right here, they holding on
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
oh.
you're right.
But
You
AT
right.
Aliens is there.
AT Aliens is definitely there.
You know what I'm
But shit,
saying?
you know, like
hey,
I still like
see?
the Love Below.
You got to take both though.
Speaker Box, I didn't like.
You can't split it.
Yeah,
No,
you can't.
fuck that shit. I'm
Nah,
splitting them.
No.
Fuck that shit.
Hey, this nigga trying to, you can't make rules.
I always split them.
Hey,
Because I didn't even listen, like, put it this way, nigga. When I got the album, nigga, I listened to Speaker Box maybe twice. And the only songs I liked on that motherfucker was I Like the Way You Move and Bow Tie.
Nah, you gotta listen to Reset and
It was cool.
hold on.
But at the time,
You got beat in your whip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, nigga. Because I know you and the type of music you like. Let me see. You for sure.
I'm about to send you something.
No. I know he got the album in there somewhere.
But like the Benz I ain't got no crazy wild shit because it's a Mercedes. I wasn't finna do that.
nah, you got enough.
Yeah. You can hear some bass and shit.
It's called Tomb of the Boom.
Oh, yeah.
That's on
Tomb of the Boom.
It's on Speaker Box.
Speaker
on-
box.
that's
Yeah,
on
but-
Dre shit, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
No, that's on Big Boy
It's
shit.
on Big Boy shit. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Speaker Box. But again, like, just like the album, I wasn't like, ooh. I'm like, because when I first, nigga, it took me like 3 or 4 listens of the Love Below to enjoy it. Like, my ears wasn't mature enough for that shit the first couple times I heard. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That Reset on this album was a leftover from AT Aliens because
The way it sounds.
that shit sound just like AT Aliens.
Yeah.
The Reset on the what is it called? Speaker box.
Yeah, but I liked Bow Tie a lot. Shit, nigga, when what's the name? The movie they did?
Idlewild.
Yeah, the soundtrack.
That soundtrack
to Idlewild
I was listening to that the other day.
clownning.
I listened to that the other day.
That was a hard ass
was
soundtrack.
that was my shit. Hey,
That Hollywood divorce was nuts.
That chronometrophobia, like I liked a lot of that shit.
Big Boy's purple shit. What was that shit?
Purple City All Stars or something.
Yeah,
Purple something. All
I never heard that shit.
That
shit's
album
cool.
was
It was
dope.
cool.
That
What's
album
her
was dope
name
to
was
me,
on
man.
that shit?
Killer Mike. He had a bunch of people.
What's
Killer
the
Mike.
girl? She fuck.
They had a female over there.
Nah. Wait, what you talking?
Oh,
Nah.
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she was on.
because that was his artist. He
Yeah.
found her.
You know, I don't even know.
I
if
think she was singing on
album.
that shit. She wasn't rapping though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey,
That nigga Scar was on that shit.
that's crazy because if niggas go back in
Yeah.
time and shit,
I would rather do that.
it's gonna be.
I would rather it be 10
nigga,
years.
Let's go back and
But
see if
there's
that bitch still ringing
Yeah.
off.
There's a
Because
bunch of shit.
niggas putting classic on shit just because it's dope right now.
Yeah.
you
Or the hype behind it.
Exactly. Like, fuck
the
that,
hype
nigga.
behind the
let's,
artist.
let's wait and go back and listen again to see if that
Hey,
shit's still
Bandana
classic.
gonna make it.
Is Get
I
Rich
don't
gonna
know.
make it still?
Who?
Get Rich
Yep.
or Die Trying?
Yeah,
Yep.
that shit already a classic.
Yep.
That shit ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
What's
That
your
was-
favorite song on there?
What?
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Shit, my favorite song
Shit.
wasn't even on the original album.
Remember, I was talking to you. We was talking about 50 last time, right? I just looked because Floyd Mayweather put
His sales.
You seen what still sold 1 point something million before our self destruct?
Before, yeah.
I told you that shit. That shit has
crazy.
some songs on there. But see, even and not to, I guess I'm changing the subject,
Because I
but
think it's Many Men.
Cause
Everybody love that.
Yeah, because even if
That wasn't my favorite song though.
record
It wasn't
sales,
my favorite song when it came out, but for some reason, that one fucking song,
I think that's everybody's favorite song on that album.
that shit still fucking.
And that's
Mine
around.
is Murder.
and look, that's 50s. We talked about it. That's 50s niche right there. Many men that hip hop
that
sounded,
grimy.
that grimy shit. That's 50 shit. And when 50 got back to it, people thought 50 fell off.
They did.
But if people didn't listen
He
to
was like
Power
the
of a
Power
Dollar,
which was the first. The crazy part about it is that was the first single on that album, which is Murder, and it's the last song on Get Rich or Die Trying.
Crazy.
And that's been my first. That's been my favorite 50 song.
Murder.
Yep, since he came out.
Your life's on the line.
Yeah,
shit
that was
super
like so
East Coast as fuck.
It was so refreshing and new
like,
to the
this
ear
is-
too. Like I was like, man,
I was like,
when
this
I
is
first
the
heard
most
that,
East Coast shit I've ever heard.
we gonna have to put that show together. Like the one I was talking about with the top. That's gonna take a lot of preparing for, so we don't know when we gonna do it.
that's
We're
why
gonna
this
have to
nigga
do
need
some
to
homework.
this nigga need to come to Vegas. Wait,
I gotta talk to my job about that shit, man.
oh, okay.
Because we've been talking about it been the weekend, so the office, HR ain't been in there, so I ain't been able to talk to him. But yeah, nigga.
Hey,
I
are
like to see
we
what's up.
doing the
Niggas gonna have to bring microphones and shit.
doing the show in Vegas?
We can, but I know it's gonna be a lot of people there, and it's only a certain amount of microphones. So
Not a well.
We'll make it work.
How was we going? We can we discuss this on air or off air?
but let's talk about it off air.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
nigga.
cool.
Well, you want to you want to
Nigga,
wrap
we
your show
like
up?
2 fucking hours and,
2.5
and shit.
Right.
God damn, it's the longest goddamn episode
Right.
I never had. If y'all motherfuckers want to support us financially, it's
Glad I was a part of this episode.
patreon.com/townhouse media. Support all the Townhouse Media podcasts. No rules. Wednesdays.
Word. Wednesdays,
5-ish.
5 to 7. 5-ish.
Seriously Not Another Podcast. Friday nights.
9-ish.
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 Cat versus dog.
Shout out to CJ.
3-ish. And Too Much Game. 5-ish.
Shout out to my
Today
nigga
it was
Dolo.
6-ish.
Man, yeah, for me, the motherfucking your host, Young Dolemite, our special guest, Ill Will, the super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.